is up, my beautiful people? Welcome to another live stream. Today, some Mockman time. Already see some of you guys in the chat. Happy that you're here, honestly. I think it will be a pretty cool stream. I already took some time now, prepared it a bit. Got some things ready. Already some tenants prepared. Guess that will be quite cool. Already see Marcin, Mika. Hi Marcin. Jakub, hi. Titran. Brandon. Nico. Just Walter. Waldo. Lot of people, guys. That's great. Pam too. And Adele. Totally not. Hampus. And Snow as well. Ellipsis. So many people already. Yeah, well, we have a lot to do today. Lowly as well. 950. 1001 as well. And Steven. Steven. My man Steven. Gave you moderator rights, Steven. Marty, Fix, Rotorizer, all the people already here. Makes me happy to see you guys. And yeah, we will go and test Mockman today. I've seen quite a lot of things about him already. Yeah, I know Hampus that you're Exhibit. Of course I know. I've seen your email address for your account. I've seen quite a lot of things about Mockman already. I haven't built him yet. I thought might be something we can do on stream. Everything is prepared, so it will be just like one click, so that will be quite cool. And even more people. Nikki, Azel, and Ellipsis already said hi to you. And Mont! My man Mont already here. That's great. Yeah, so Mockman was released. Basically everything I was looking at was came true. That's about what you can say. He's quite good. I think he does quite decently. Has its spot in the meta. People still trying to figure him out, honestly, because skill set is a little bit strange. Some things that we still have to look at, and but we will get behind it. We'll figure everything out. One thing I do find was quite strange was how they introduced the core to the game. I think let's have a look at that. That's something I found really strange, because usually you unlock the core at 2-4 and after clearing 2-4, and now they've actually put the core after 2-6-10. That's the Mockman core. So you can't just easily choose it now after you've cleared 2-4 like all the other cores, but you actually have to go to 2-6 to clear it, which is a lot harder than you might actually think, because a lot of those stages in 2-4 are actually very hard. I think, oh no, not 2-4, 2-5 I mean. I still have to clear this one. Can do it, but not today. This one is one where a lot of people are stuck with the King Barton, and I think to get to 2-6 will actually take some time. But I was quite surprised to see that they actually put those into the chests from the event. Like those Star Swordsman Mockman. By the way, 0 out of 700 guys, no purchasing, still doing it. So that's definitely something I keep up. And I think a lot of people still do, and I think that's quite great. But I was quite surprised, honestly, to see that the Mockman core is included here. That's something I thought was quite strange. And no, Mont is not here to steer drama. I'm cool with Mont. So, everything good there. I like Mont. If I say something bad about Mont, it's always a joke. Hey Aaron, nice that you're here. And JNS. Matthias, nice. Everybody here. That's great. So many people already at the beginning of the stream. That makes me happy, guys. Have to see. Off to work now, Snow. Have a great day, mate. Have a great day. Hope work is over soon. Could you do Aspen, please? Aspen Dungeon is not something we are going to do today. Unfortunately, my man, that's not something we are going to do. We are going to start off basically the content of the stream, now that there are already a lot of people here. As you can see, 6.8 million COD already, so already a lot prepared. And I also prepared Mockman for this, so we can build him. Actually, here I have a C tier. I didn't actually get a B tier. I summoned all my copies I had, and then I didn't get anything good. That was a little bit sad, but I think we can handle it. So now, guys, let's build this beautiful hero, and then let's see what it's all about. I actually thought about how we could test him, and there was like things I thought about, like PvP. Do we go into PvP? And this was actually the plan. The plan was to go into PvP first. But now that I've thought about it a little bit more, I actually want to start with Sealand. I think a lot of people like to see Sealand. I like to do Sealand. We are not that far into Sealand Dark actually. Still at, I think I cleared 26 when it was first released. In like the first few days with just LFA and a few armorers. But it was a pretty cool clear. It's still on the channel, I think, one of my earlier videos without commentary. But yeah, that should still be available. And I see and even more people. Hey Blake, Reedy, Junex, very nice. You were thinking about swapping SFX for Mockman, and you have these already. Yeah, we have to see if that's something that's worth it. In general, SFX is just a good choice, though. Nothing wrong with that, definitely. 90 people already? Well, we're getting close to it. We are getting close to it. And at home TV, no purchasing, definitely no purchasing. No, doing nothing of that sort. So, next thing I already prepared is we will put him into a home, because we want to see how good he can perform. Do you have any starry gems? There was a cheap B copy with some decent rolls up not too long ago. Not sure if you... I have one starry gem. A single. Really one. Nothing more. And we have no purchasing, so I can't get any starry. So nothing I can do to buy it. That's really the only reason why we have to test with a C-tier copy today. It's no purchasing, and I can't buy anything. So, and I will stay with it. I will stick with no purchasing. I don't even have privilege cards at the moment. So that's really a problem, I can say. But nothing we can do about it, really. Yeah, quite a few cheap copies. I thought so. A lot of people have to summon, and they made this strange event again with the strange summoning event with the where you only get points if you summon Mockman. And I don't like this. I really don't like the summoning event. It's let's have a look at it. I did it actually. I could complete it. I had like 600 starry left, and I completed it. But you can only summon Mockman here, and that's really not quite cool. And I still think that a lot of people will misread this and summon other heroes, and won't understand why they don't make any progress here. There are almost only videos from PvP so far. Yeah, I think it's really... the hero will likely be better in PvP. So, yeah, that's something. Yeah, really, that was no joke. I have one starry gem. Really, one single starry gem. Does tenant stats add to homeowner? Yes and no. Not directly. So it's not like, let's say, you have Saya and Ithaca as tenant, and Saya has slightly better stats than Ithaca. Then this won't matter. The base stats of the heroes don't matter. But like everything beyond that does. So the better your tenant in general, the better the stats on your homeowner. And also shaders here. Nice, man. Happy you're here. Happy that you could make it. For people who want him as first Transcendence hero, yeah, we'll see if that is good. We have to see how we go against SL Dark already. I'm not quite sure how we will handle it. I thought we might just go with Burst. I think Burst sounds good. But I don't think I'm not quite sure I actually have 2 melodic strings on this account left at the moment. But we can re-guess another artifact and just build one. I have 3 or 4 melodic strings that I disassembled because I rarely use more than one. So that's something. Where I am from Germany actually. Yeah, over 100 people already. Oh, that's nice. Breaking the 100 already at the beginning of the stream. Yeah, that's what I wanted to see, guys. That's really great. I think we have to build another melodic. Yeah, can just disassemble. No, not disassemble. Regress one of the other artifacts. That should be no problem. We can regress this. Remember to shout out Ragnaru, who changed name to Tupur for packs and bought the relay package. Yeah, that's something you don't do. That's something you don't do. I read that as well. I mean, like, I like the guy. Ragnaru is a nice guy, but he shouldn't have done that. That was not a very good idea. But it's spanning already. Hey Lord Eric, nice that you're here, mate. Did you get his score? No, I can't get his score. His score is only in the packs, and you can only reach a core in the event if you spend. And as you see, I spent €0, $0, whatever. So there is no chance for me to actually get his score at the moment. I would love to, of course I would love to, but you know, DH Games, all the no purchasing stuff. Xipiot, your wife is threatening you to get off your phone. Better do so, otherwise she might run off with Toby. We really don't want that. That would not be very cool. So, I would say we go with Burst first. Burst is really something I try first. Holy Damage Attack HP. Yeah, we can try that. Holy Damage Attack HP should be nice. And I have no idea why this guy actually has Lord of Aspen gear. Might have to reroll gear. I don't like rerolling gear. Does any of you guys like rerolling gear? I think nobody does. I think it's quite ridiculous, actually. Did the price changes affect you much, Rec? Well, in Germany it was like... It wasn't the biggest price raise, actually. They had like a price of €109 in Germany, and they raised that to 114.99, so like 115. And I saw some people in the Euro region that actually had €120. So no, it wasn't that much for me, but you have to see Euro was worth way more than US dollar for a very long time. I think at the highest point we were like €1 was worth $1.60. So like if you think about that, and we had higher prices, we had €109 at the time when the euro was worth $1.60. So that's insane. It's like 170 US dollar basically if you convert it at that point. Now it's different. Now euro and US dollar are basically worth the same because of inflation and everything, of course. And this of course changed stuff up a bit, but there really was no reason for them to make the packs more expensive. And beyond that, I really don't want to spend that much. What do we have here? My last 2 times doing Resonance Gear were quick. I rolled MFF set in 6 attempts total and Mockman in 11 tries. You will see that I don't quite have that luck. One thing I usually do though is I make the hero, put the hero up there. Now we have regular Mockman. I mean, if I had gems, we could, out of fear, Mockman again. That's triggering me a bit, guys. Today is your birthday, Junix, then happy birthday to you, my man. I hope you have a lovely day. Nice that you decided to join here on your birthday. That's quite cool. Happy that you're here, mate. Don't listen to Barry's advice, he isn't the best player. He's the first YouTuber people reach when they join the game and search for Idle Heroes content. That's mainly his role, you can say. But yeah, I mean, this is ridiculous. This hero rerolling. Oh, we got it. Nice. This is actually ridiculous because there is just no chance in the world this gets better at any point. Look at this. We have like, what is it? It's 10 heroes, that's 20 heroes. Now we have 23 heroes. And when this started, those weren't in, I think. Meaning it gets worse with every hero they release. With every hero they release, the chance to get the right one, to get the hero you actually want, gets lower. That's such a joke, honestly. They really have to do something against this. I mean, like, scrap heroes out there like Sigmund or something, or put it into another option to go in there. But I mean, like, who rolls for Gru Resonance Gear? I mean, you could give people the option, like, make a button here that you can click if you want to roll for crap heroes. That would be something. But I mean, like this, I'm at the lovely point where I gladly don't need the gear anymore. I can just scrap some gear I have lying around in my bag, and we can do some rolls. But I mean, it's stupid. I sit here and click, and I have to look at it, and every second I don't look at it, I might get it and click it away, and I just don't like it. Like, give me a button that uses 10 million of this stuff and gives me the right hero. That would be cool. Make sure the testing goes well, or I will have to make death buffs to him. Can't have Mockman be weak, he will tarnish my good reputation. Transcendence Mockman is actually another hero. We called the regular Mockman Mont. So the regular Montman is basically what represents you. And I think you're all out of luck on that one. True, but it can be dangerous to take the first advice from bigger YouTubers, from my experience, of course. Yeah, in general, Shader, it's like... Oh, that was a lucky one. In general, Shader, it's hard if you're new to the game to really understand what's right and what's wrong. So basically everybody can tell you anything, and you will have to believe it because you have no other way of knowing. And beyond that, we really don't have a proper wiki or something for idle heroes, so you don't really have another source of information other than YouTubers, or if you are in a big guild, some kind of guides that are posted there. But I think most people that join the game and are new to the game, they aren't in big guilds. They aren't in, like, I don't know, District, Utopia, something like that. Those guilds that really have a proper knowledge and have all the guides up there. And I think for them it's like the new guilds that are made on their server. And those often don't even have a Discord. So all they can do if they really want to get information is like type in this Mockman good, and what they will find is Barry's video on it. And they have to believe it. Oh, in 138, 115 near? That's great. Hi, Bang Black. I currently don't have a slot on my friend list, but this might change. I had to add a lot of people from my old guild because I changed my guild, actually. I went to a mega project, and I usually don't have guild members on my friend list. And now I, of course, added all the people from my old guild, and the 50 were full quicker than I could even look. Was quite insane. Hi, Christopher. Nice to see you. Will you treat him in PvE? Yeah, we will go to Sealand with him. Don't do this to me. Of course I will do that to you, Mont. We tested Montman and he was quite bad. The biggest question nowadays, which trans heroes to build in order? I have SFX, Alora, Vesa, Espen, Jara. Next one. Oh, that is a tricky one. He already has 5. Usually people ask me, like, what's the best first Transcendence hero to build? I usually answer SFX to that one. SFX, Alora, Vesa, Espen, Jara. Freya. Nothing to do wrong with Freya. Freya is definitely a good one. Did I just roll over Mockman? Like on the corner of my eyes I saw something that at the same color. Might have been another hero though. I hope. You have more subscribers after Barry's apologize. What do you think about it? I like more subscribers. What can I say? Of course I like more subscribers. I mean, not that I need them, of course, but it's like, yeah, it's appreciation. I like it. I do some content, and getting some subscribers for it is definitely nice. Oh, we got it. Nice. But it was okay. He apologized. if you don't know what he was talking about, I can explain for a second. Basically, I am in a guild called Omega Project, and this guild is an alliance called District. And the District Alliance has an own Discord server, and basically it works like the Omega Project members get access to a special guild channel called District Omega, where the District Omega Guild and the Omega Project Guild is in. And we talked there quite a lot, and basically at this evening it was like I was talking to a few of those people and told them, yeah, I want to make a new Flame Shrine record, and I had Ithaca set up and everything, and some of those guys wanted to see the numbers. And I posted the numbers in there, and Barry Gaming is in District Omega. So he had this private guild channel, and he took the screenshot and made a video about it. And later, and then I made a video on this because I didn't like the fact that he took my stuff without asking, and he later made a video and apologized. And we talked, and everything is good now. So basically, no need to hate on him anymore, apart from if you have any other reason to hate on him. If you have this, probably a few of you guys have. But we talked about it, and of course in that time frame of about, I think my video was up for like 3 hours. Wasn't really long, it was really like 3 hours. There were like 200 people that subbed to me, and on the day after that another 200, so I made like 400 subs in 2 days, and it was quite insane, to be honest. I was very happy about that. And basically he excused, and we are now all good, everything is fine. And Barry Game actually made a video on no purchasing, which I really liked. That he did that. I wouldn't have expected that personally, to be honest. I like the video from MK Gaming more though. MKX Jump. Not MK Gaming. Trans Mockman with Eloise Defier to Vanquisher, possible or impossible? Can't tell you, we have to test Trans Mockman. But I've seen a Vanquisher clear with just Stardew Warriors. Sunny Warriors, what was the name? I always forget it. I've seen Sunday Warriors. Yeah, clear with basically Sunday Warriors, and I think it was 5 carries. Insane, mate. Insane. People get so much stronger nowadays. Maybe MSS is good on him. Might be possible. MSS in general is a good artifact if you take high hits. We should use another setup on this LFA though. The enables aren't that great. Probably wasn't thought. And Devilman! With the $10. Don't know if I can stay the whole stream because my grandmother passed. Oh man, that's sad to hear. That's sad to hear. I love my grandma, man. I love my grandma. I feel the day she passes too. Man, I grew up with that woman. She was always so nice to me. And hearing that your grandmother died makes me sad, man. Makes me really sad. My condolences. I hope you're alright, mate. You will watch the YouTube video. Yeah, that's great, man. That's great, man. Everything that makes you happy, basically. Everything that basically makes you happy. What should be your third Transcendence hero? You have SFX and Halora. If you have Demon Belt, Starving Jara, otherwise Fairy Queen Vessa. Yeah, Shader, I'm always astounded as well. Devilman, I think this is the 3rd time he donated to the stream. Makes me really happy that he supports my content. He comments on a lot of videos as well. I really like the appreciations. Really great that the Devilman is here. I appreciate him, definitely. Oh, party, yeah. So let's do Sealand now. 27, I cleared 26 already. Yeah, Shader, definitely. I can, I would be as well. She was my life under the sun, so doing the best I can. Yeah, I mean, sudden, like my grandpa, that was also very sudden. He died really suddenly. My grandmother is still alive. But of course, with the age, it's declining. She's no longer as fit as usually. She used to do sports like 5 years ago, and now basically no chance, barely getting up the stairs. You can't answer build questions, Mont. That's sad, man. But you saw we saw the top 128 or something lost in IDA, so not surprising. Oh, now I forgot which of the. Let's have a look at the skills of Mont first. Mockman. Do you ever think about doing your own Discord or your community? That's a hard one. I mean, we have so many Discords already. I'm not quite sure I want to do that. At the current point, I don't want to. Basically, I made a review over those stats and then I forgot them again. If Self is in frontline, we have Star Ascending. Star Ascending is the defensive stat. I think... Oh, don't forget, Mont, I love you. Just talking trash. It's alright. I think we want the offensive stat, so we want them in the back row. That's what I wanted to check. So... Oh, no, that's the wrong one. We don't want to do SL Abyss. We did that last time. So definitely won't do that today. So we will do carries front row. And then like this. Probably like this. We take this. And we could either do another carry or we do the foxes. I don't know what I have equipped on the foxes, so... not quite sure. Core would be nice. But I would say we just go with Phoenix and have a look and see how it works out. I just want to get some ideas of how the hero works, what he does, and how he works in a PvE situation with just some basic, with just a standard setup basically. And then we can optimize it more. You're late, Hulk Booster. No, you're still fine. We haven't started anything. Is the core of Transmogman good? It seems quite decent, yeah. It's definitely one of the better ones. Forced bit SO29. Yeah, no, I saw the screenshots. He definitely did, but I think his Aspen copy was a lot better than mine. Oh, X-Winter with the 1999. Love your content, dude. Hey, thanks, mate. Makes me happy that you appreciate it so much. Quite cool, mate. I appreciate that you're here in the stream watching it with me. Quite cool, mate. Thanks. Drake is quite fine in those levels. Usually, if you like fighting the boss in Dark SL, you usually want to attack the boss and not the... Oh! Have you seen the damage? That was some nice damage. That looked quite cool. I like it. That was not so much nice. Now it's the question, are we gonna clean up here? No, the second attack wasn't that nice damage. I think our LFA still did the backload here. He did the most. Oh, not quite as... I would have expected the difference to be way higher here. Definitely. For how long do you want to stream? I think we're aiming for somewhat around 2 hours. Let's do party. Yeah, we will party. It will be quite cool. Yeah, we have to see how often he actually swaps stances. That's something. I haven't quite seen the animation yet for his stances. High five, yeah, that is my account. I'm running a bit out of soul symbols, and I saw Karma's post, and he said that they don't plan to actually... that's not looking as great, and he died rather fast. And I saw Karma's post, and he said that there will not be a feature to regress the Tree of Origin for the heroes until like Halloween. I think I understood him right on that one. No feature to regress the tree until Halloween. So I have to basically... oh, we ran out of turns. That's unfortunate. And that wasn't quite good. I think we will swap into the front row. I want to see how he performs in the front row. So my soul symbols basically have to be enough till Halloween. And considering they have to be enough till Halloween, He died again. I don't really want to spend more of those than I need. Don't really like how those fights are going. That's uncool. Would have expected Mockman to do a lot better, be a lot tankier actually in the front row. Let's try him with the crown. I want to throw a crown on him. Fan from the Philippines. A lot of people from the Philippines actually watch the content. I appreciate it very much. What do you think about Transcendence? Pretty good hero. One thing he can't do very well is be consistent. Because if you use him for PvP, you mainly want his... I forgot the name of the potion. The potion that controls the enemies. And makes the enemies unable to actually get off any actives and basics. And this is only like a 50-50 or something. And that's not really that cool. DBs on my heroes and second armor. Yeah, second armor would definitely be a choice. I wanted to see how this works. I think we might need to roll for Speedstone because our dude is quite slow. And slower than the enemies and basically gets stunned every single turn. I think that's his biggest problem at the moment. Oh, he changed the stance. That's the animation for when he changes the stance. Made him die quicker. Very nice. Yeah, Devilman definitely right. He's so slow. Can't get him active off, so no counter attacks and everything. I think we might still beat that. Just because the... Oh, we didn't. What a joke. We will roll for Speedstone. Let's roll for Speedstone. Should basically solve most of the problems we have seen with this guy. I want to have a second stone though. I like to keep my stones. Speed Precision... Wanted to save it. Wasn't the best stone anyway. Yeah, speed attack. Speed attack or speed HP would both be fine. Block HP is not really what we're looking for. Crit armor break. Speed crit, we can go with speed crit. I think speed crit can be alright. We can try that. How much crit does he have? Like 20. What do we use here? Oh my god, guys, look at this. We had armor break, precision armor on him. Okay, we used the standard imprints. I didn't change the imprints. Okay, that might be a game changer. We had no DR on him. No DR and no crit damage. Okay, that was an honest mistake. And now we have speed crit and now we have 78% crit. With 2165 speed. I think I want to try the melodic strings again. I want to try him offensive now. So that might be quite interesting. Really want to see that. Daiko is crushing TOC with Transcendence and his core. Yeah, the core of Transcendence seems super interesting. That's really cool. Do you like the Philippines? Never actually been there. I think though it might be quite cool. His damage seems quite alright. I think that might be a huge hit. He hits a lot of the enemies. Now we have the... Oh, now we have the Omen only on one. A bit squishy. My dude is really a bit squishy. Without an armor, he has really no chance of surviving. But the damage is quite decent. Could honestly be a bit more. I mean, he did more than the LFA, but it just didn't look like he did. I mean, just looking at the numbers in the fight, it just didn't look like it. He has guaranteed crit for the back row. Right, yeah. It's a question if it's even worth it to go for crit chance. But it was like only the basic in one stance or something. It was like only the basic in one stance. Let's have a look at it. Let's have a look at it, guys. That's definitely something we should check out. I think it was like the basic in one stance and not the active. Yeah. Active has no guaranteed crit. And only 1000% attack, that's not really that much. It was the basic, and only in Star Descending in the back row it has guaranteed crit. Read my message up there. Use melodic round 1 active in front row. In front row? Front row active to reduce the attack? Front row is Star Ascending, right? Is surface in the front line, star ascending. Oh, so star ascending reduces the attack of the two enemies with the highest attack by 25 points and grants self ascending energy. See, I heard the counter is pretty good. Is it that good? Is it that good, Shader? I mean, we can try. Why not? Doesn't hurt. But honestly, from reading his kit, I would have thought that he is stronger. Now he has counter, he basically counter 2 times. But he doesn't counter every time he's hit, right? No. And he didn't get counter on this one. Oh, doch. Oh, he got. Still healing, and now he changed the stance. And we went into the damage stance. But we don't have full energy. But still looking good. Still looking good. But now he was completely out-damaged by LFA. His counter has the strongest ability. Yeah, it seems pretty decent, but I'm still not really convinced, I have to say. Because, like, look at the damage numbers. And he's in the bigger home. He wasn't countering because he was sealed. Nice. Yeah, that could be true. Should definitely check out the video later. I will make a video on him, and for the video I will of course analyze every bit of every fight we did here, and we'll definitely check out things like that. But Titran, that's definitely true. That might be the reason he did not actually do a whole lot there. Another thing that doesn't do a whole lot is his forces. Yep, time for second armor. Control immunity so that he can counterattack. I mean, does he get sealed that often? One thing we do want now is a second armor, I believe. Do we have any... Do we have Stellar? That is the question. Well, we can take this. We can take this. When he switches between positions after a while, he will nuke them down after giving team block and decreasing others' attack. But in that case, Melodic wouldn't be quite the best artifact if he needs some time till he can switch stance. In that case, can use like Crown? He scales a lot harder with active upgrade from tree. Let's have a look at that. I didn't actually see the tree numbers yet. We have like 800% here. That's 1000, so like 1200. Yeah. 70% to inflict taunt. Haven't really seen taunt yet. Reduces the attack of the enemies with the highest attack by 35%. Would be cool, by the way, if that was steel attack. And sending energy, reduces armor by 80%. 1200% with a 50% chance to chase. Up to 5 times. Didn't even know that was limited. Is that limited in the normal skill as well? Up to 5 times with 50% chance, so that doesn't even increase. But yeah, that's 800%? Is that a bug? You guys think that is intended? Because like, is that 600 here? Yeah, it's really lower, 640, strange. But yeah, and you're right, it's 1200% of attack here, so the chasing damage does increase by a ton, really. That's really insane. When launching a successful chase and attack to enemies with Armor of Rift, 1 extra chase and attack is guaranteed. That's strong. Yeah, you're right, the active skill sublimation would help him a lot. But yeah, beyond that, it's a bit hard. I don't know, shall we reset it? I will run out of soul symbols. Not even kidding. But we could do it. We could do it. I have some... Do I have something here? Yeah, we could take it from the Vesa. We could take it from the Vesa and put it on the Mockman and see how it does. We could definitely do that. Would have to take the Vesa out of a few lineups. Let's do that, guys. I mean, it's cool, it's a stream and everything. We have to take her out. And we need 6 heroes in the main lineup. Okay. I have to take her out here as well. And then we should be able to reset her. And then we can try with the oh, we still have her in there somewhere. Defensive lineup for Star Arena. Oh my god. Defensive lineup for Star Arena. There you don't have to set 6 heroes. Let's go. If you don't have around 1 active, he will not work. Is it that mean? Is it that important to have around 1 active? That's not cool. And another 10 soul symbols. And to change everything back, of course, another 10. So 20 soul symbols gone. Thanks to DH Games at this time. Who wants a regress function? Who wants a proper regress function? Nobody wants a proper regress function. Honestly, it was such a joke when they told Karma that they won't change this regress feature and they won't include the regress feature until Halloween. I mean, like, Halloween. Really, guys? Really, guys? Halloween? That's like in 1,000 years. And you know, it's really true. I mean, like, in Idle Heroes, a week feels like a month, and a month is basically a full year. I always notice it when I think about, like, if I do an SL Forest clear or something, and I see another month of my now ex-clan mates clear it. I always thought, like, alright, you did that ages ago, and then I looked and it was like a month. And then I thought, like, yeah, okay, it wasn't quite ages ago. But it's alright. It's really alright, guys. It's alright. Yeah, he needs that active. That's strange. I like heroes that can use multiple artifacts. Wouldn't have quite thought that this is so important for him to get an active off to be worth anything. Yellow glow, descending, blue glow, ascending. Yeah, that's what I've seen as well. At least they made it so you can actually see it. And one thing, by the way, that I really, really hate, this regressing feature unequips your skin. And I always forget to re-equip them. 1 sec, guys. Lorecraft! Hey mate, happy you're here. This guy makes some cool stuff, by the way. You should check out his channel. Makes some sculptures and everything. I checked out his videos. Very cool. Very cool. Honestly, props, mate. That's quite insane what you're doing. Never would even be remotely able. Vesa is still at 380. Yeah, Vesa is now at 380 until I log out of the game. The moment I log out of the game will reset it. So now let's get some upgrades going here. Let's get some upgrades going. The Vecna. Yeah, I have seen that. I saw the video. I think it's the Stranger Things guy. I haven't actually watched Stranger Things. I just saw your video. I mean, like, quite insane. The skin, how you made the skin with all these small holes in it. I mean, mate, insane. That must have taken forever. That must have really taken forever. Quite cool, mate. Definitely quite cool. I was never like an artist. I remember my art teacher. In Germany we have grades from 1 to 6, with 6 being the worst and 1 the best, and she always said like, you get a 3- from here to the next city. She never wanted to give me a 4, because the 4 was, she was too kind to give me a 4, even though I probably deserved it. Even though I probably deserved it. It was a great season. I have to watch it. I just saw the screenshot. I think it was of this Wagner guy you made. And I thought like, okay, that looks a lot more insane, because Stranger Things was actually, in the first seasons, there wasn't too much action. You had like, okay, some horror elements, mostly it was like the kids doing some stuff, and later on there was a lot more action, and this one just seemed insane. It seemed like some horror movie or something, like some hell scenario. I really have to watch it. You think it is worth to spend 300 codes for the 150 toolboxes? 150 toolboxes? Are there 150 toolboxes somewhere? I'm not quite sure, mate. I'm not quite sure. What do you get? Is it in the CI chest? Oh, those you mean? You mean those? I mean, toolboxes have become more common, but honestly, toolboxes are still something that will hold you back a lot. I would say so, yeah. Yeah, 300 scrolls seems decent, honestly. Seems decent. It's because it's really hard to get them otherwise. If you're free to play, there's basically no chance. 300 scrolls for 150 toolboxes seems like a decent conversion ratio. I wanted to do some scrolls as well, basically get to the 120 and get 150k spiritual essence. Do we want to do that now? Do we want to do that now? Just do some scrolls? I mean, like, we have to get like 70 points. How much is that? 70 points? It's like 700 scrolls. Shall we do 700 scrolls now, guys? What do you say? Or continue with SL? We can throw the 150k spiritual essence on the Mockman as well. Would be possible. And Donkey Baller here as well. Megatron says yes. Pau says yes. Javi wants to do it later. We will do it quickly. We will do it quickly. Don't worry, my man. We have like 300 spaces open. We'll definitely be fast. Don't have a lot of scrolls, but we can definitely go in there. That's the first 10. So another 68 spins. They will do more Skymore things. Yeah, I think so too. I think so too. But honestly, if you're struggling right now with toolboxes and you have the material lying around, those 150 can be a huge boost. Can really be a huge boost. They've really cornered me, and I think a lot of others with the cost to stay competitive. I'm hoping they'll reverse those price increases. Yeah. I mean, like, for me, it's more like that Oh! Early Mockman! That's nice. Early Mockman, guys, that's nice. I think for me, it's more like I don't want to spend... What do we do? Light Dark Summons here? This is just Light Dark Summons? For me, it's more like I don't want to spend 120 euros for a pack. I think that's way too much, man. If you think about it, that's like some digital goods and they want 120 for it. And no, just no. Really, it's way too much. And the cost to stay competitive, yeah, it's always the level you want to stay competitive. If you want to be like top 10, that's thousands of euros. If it's more like on your server, this can be a lot less, but I really get you, mate. I really get you. A lot of things to spend on, and if you max like an event, you already have some good progress, but this still can be, still will be some bigger whale than you, and then you have to think about hero copies. What the hell? Streamer luck? I heard that some people said that I might get streamer luck, but we just got 2 Mockmans and 200 scrolls, mate. Insane. Warlord Eric with the $50, mate. Insane. The man is working hard, resetting everything for our entertainment. Let's get some more chips. Thanks, mate. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it, mate. You even get your own color at $50, mate. Insane. Insane. Well, now I can definitely reset this stuff. That's quite cool, mate. That's quite cool. Lord Eric actually has a hero I'm really jealous of. He got the S tier SQH, and at the beginning I really didn't want it, but now looking back at it, S tier SQH is such a cool hero. Such a cool hero. Definitely a nice one. Quite insane, mate. Quite insane. And then again, he has a bunch of good heroes. It's really like Darksum. I get so many dark heroes. Again, look guys, another light. What's up with those summons? Also a lot of 5 stars. Oh, our hero list is full. But we can solve that. We can solve that. Upgrade to 5 star. Done. Do we already have slots again? Oh, yeah, okay. That's nice. Save this for another S copy, Lord Eric. Yeah, I mean, he might, honestly, he might. Maybe he's going for another S copy, I don't know. I mean, like, I can never even imagine having an S copy. Those S copies are so expensive, but they're so cool on the other hand. And some of those CC immunities can be so nice. I mean, like, if you go into like Star Expedition and you can get like Horrifier and Silence immunity on your heroes, and you don't even have to worry about the CC of the boss. That's insane. There was an S tier Ignis a while back for 2,500, and I have no idea why the dude sold it for 2,500. But this one's actually cool. If you got this S tier Ignis, it'd be so insane. You could do so much cool stuff with it. I mean, like, even the Abyss clear we did last time. Insane, guys, insane. Gotta run, but enjoy the rest of Steam. Devilman, have a nice day. I will definitely try to keep up the work. Do my best to entertain you guys. Happy that everybody's here. Definitely. The iOS Vengeance guy has some nutty heroes. Yeah, man, definitely. I saw a screenshot from his account, and man, insane. Insane. Honestly, some iOS whales are way more insane than us Android guys. Lorecraft with the £2. I think it's pounds. Is it pounds? I'm broke or I would give more, man. If you need the money for yourself, always keep it. But I deeply appreciate it, man. I deeply appreciate it, man. And really, guys, I can't say it enough. Check out this guy's channel. Check it out. He has some of the craziest art I've seen. He makes statues, and those statues, man, they are really insane. They are really insane. Definitely check this man's channel out. What would be insane is a server match of iOS and Android. Please not. I like to be good. I like to be good. In comparison, I'm still good. This probably won't be the case anymore if Android and iOS merge. We need 17. We need another 170 slots. We have 70 slots. That's not 170 slots. I think we have to trash some 3 stars. Quick select 3 stars, gone. No, we don't have any 3 stars anymore. This goes so fast at the moment. If you want to trash all your 3 stars, you can do it in like a second. Best RT4 Weser. I often used A and B way back in the meta. Nowadays I often use energy artifacts. Demon Bell, Snowheart, for PvE, sometimes Melodic Strings. All works well. Weser is honestly very tanky. Do you think Mockman will replace SFX or Falcon Weser as first Transcendence? Can't tell. We have to test them more. I think... at the current moment I would think no. I think SFX is just way more solid. But it's hard to say. Why you're looking a 1-star? I like to compare the stats of this 1-star with another player. Prometheus with the €50, simping for proper endgame content. Gotta throw money somewhere now that DH wants too much. Is it like everybody now has money in their bank now that DH doesn't want us to spend anymore? Insane. Insane, mate. Thanks, good fellow. Hope to catch you on here again sometime. Gonna go scout the goblin for a client now. I will check for an update about that meeting they are having about the price increase. They are definitely going to make a video about that, Lorecraft, and I will definitely check out your channel as well for other videos that you do. I was quite astonished by the content that you make. It's quite insane, mate. Who's a good second trans with Ferric Investor first? I would still say that SFX is still a good choice for some decent burst. Otherwise, Sun Devourer EOS is also pretty decent. Are we already done? I was not quite sure. We have to do another 4 spins. Okay, we do another 4 spins. We get a lot. We get a bait. We get nothing. We get nothing. And on the last spin, nothing. That's quite sad. Yeah, I have Crown and Vesa Punisher on SFX. What should I build for SQH? SQH can run with any artifact, really. She's good with an A and B, but she's also quite fine if you just want to run a Demon Bell or some other energy artifact on her. Money to spare, 50 euro. Yeah, 50 euro, quite insane. Prometheus, my man. Oh, we have to do another 4 spins. We have to get the Mockman. We can't leave it like that, guys. We can't leave it like that. We have to get the Mockman. Mockman definitely worth 40 scrolls. And the last one. And we got the Mockman. There it is. Can't just leave that lying around here. So we've got that. Won't open messages at the moment, guys. Can't do it. And we also, which is quite insane, we completed the 30,000 heroic sums. 30,000 heroic sums now done on my account. I know some people from my guild make jokes about me because I didn't have the 30,000 sums. And they thought like, yeah, I'm a new player. New player, definitely new player. Like only playing the game for like 3 years or something. But yeah, it's about that. And one thing, I can collect this. One thing that still makes me sad, guys, if I see it. This one. 197 out of 200. 197 out of 200, guys. I mean... honestly, they couldn't just let me get another 3 heroes without a 5-star and let me get this wonderful avatar. I like this. Who of you guys have the avatar, by the way? And the one after that. Basically, I would really like to know at which point you are in that achievement. There's an avatar for like 200, one for 300, and one for 400. And I think a lot of people have the one for 200. I think it's rather uncommon that I don't have it. But what about the 300 or 400? You are at 199. Oh, that hurts. And Undead Mortal at 196. Okay, yeah. So you guys are basically in the same situation as me. Then again, 199, that's of course a lot more triggering. And its avatar is actually quite cool. I would definitely take 200 scrolls without a 5-star to get the avatar. That would be quite cool. 201, Mr. Noise. Yeah, you basically had the better RNG than us. 212. And Bezzy doesn't have it yet, despite playing for 3 years. Some players can't even do 4 loops, and you all did 3,000 sums, 30,000 sums. Yeah, after some time you get it. Brendan at 217. Steven even got it! That's 242! My man has the avatar, made me jealous. 207, 130, 187. So Bezzy, you have good RNG, take the upside of it. 130 means you definitely have good RNG. 258, 272, I'm at around 300. Yeah, it's a big difference if you're under or over. Adele needs to go. I wish you a great day, mate. I hope you have a nice time, and if you want to watch the rest of the stream, you can definitely check it out later. I will keep the video up, and you can have a look at it if you want. 361 out of 400. Ah, so close, mate. So close. I think I saw some time back the chances to get the 400 avatar are actually super low. And I mean, you don't really want to hunt for it. I mean, if you wanted to hunt for it, you would definitely do it outside of an event, but who does summons outside of an event? That's some whaley stuff. 380 out of 400. Oh, also so close, mate. And Waldo at 75 out of 200. Man, that's good RNG. That's really good RNG. So we now will take... Oh, no, not that. We will take the spiritual essence. Take some spiritual essence, 150k spiritual essence. That's now basically my event rewards. Holy, guys, holy. You will watch it later? Great to hear that, mate. Oh, we nearly forgot to level the man. We nearly forgot to level the man. Definitely want to do that. And we will just throw the rest of the artifact essence that we just bought onto him as well. Not quite enough for level 80. Funny to see 3 5-stars from basic sums. Honestly, guys, I was thinking about just making a basic summoning video at some point, because we are at 1,500 basic sums, and I just thought, like, let's just do somehow 500 scrolls more, and then we can do 2,000 basic summoning scrolls in one video. I think that would be cool. Are you gonna participate in this no purchasing thing? My man, look at this. Gain 50 VIP XP, 0 order 700. And another thing, 0 days privilege cards. I'm absolutely participating. I'm absolutely participating. Even though it's a pain for me to not have privilege cards, because those privilege cards are actually rather good. So, now we have to look at the setup again. We took a little break and we have speed crit still. And now I think we will just try again. Let's just do that again. Might have to... Oh, we forgot to... I took the... Yeah, okay. Oh, we have the first taunt. Purple. Actually quite cool. I actually forgot to upgrade the armor. We wanted to upgrade another armor. Yeah. Now our stuff is dead. Already took the imprints from Sunny Warriors. Why I have level 180 on my account is that bad? Probably because you just started the game, mate. I mean, it took a lot of wailing and like 3 years of playing to get to the point I'm at now. So that's an idle game still somewhat, even though not that idle, to be honest. So it takes some time to actually get a good account, build everything, get everything going, and you will get there eventually, my friend. You will get there eventually. Rerolling, I'm the one who is struggling campaign the tower with SFX. I just removed my SFX and Halo just do it. You just did it, my man. That's great to hear. That makes me happy. So have you cleared campaign now, Kenji? Now in Void campaign? If so, congratulations, my mate. That is definitely cool. What's the LKR currency? That is Sri Lanka, my friend. It helps a lot with gems, but we need to hold our position and keep the no spending strong. Yeah, man, really, I don't do little spending. That's just pointless. I don't want to spend like 5 euros on the game, or it would be good if it was 5 euros. Now it's 20 euros for a bloody privilege card. And I just don't do that. Run DBs instead of crowns. We can try that later. I want to do one run with crowns now. I think the forces actually did nothing, so we take that off, go like this, and then we try again. One on our heroic scroll summoning button would be an option. Would be an option. Would be a possibility. I mean, the survivability is not that great. Is he even really healing? The heal is so weak you can barely see it. But the boss is nearly down. That didn't help too much. Do you know the oldest best hero in the game? The oldest best hero. So primarily the oldest? Not quite sure. I can tell you the oldest worst. That would probably be Gurki. Gurki is really quite bad. I mean, the counter-attack damage is rather nice. He did like 170 million. That's really not bad. Still, that doesn't look too promising. Now he switched stance, but he's dead. I mean, we could go for Demon Birds. I mean... Oh, that's the wrong one. Let's try Demon Birds. Let's take Furious advice, even though Furious is a very bad person, if you didn't know, guys. It's a very bad person. He nearly got our community manager fired. No, Furious is a good guy. Don't trust me, guys. Furious is a good guy. Very good, mate. Was in the clan with me before I actually switched. I think... Yeah, we take demon bites on those guys as well. Do we have another demon bow somewhere hidden? This hero is good or trash? I think he's pretty good. He does good damage. I think it's mostly about finding the right setup and the right team for him. I think this is the part at the moment where we have to look into and where we have to find the right setup for him. Other than that, he seems rather solid. He does a lot of damage. As Mon said, like the Tree of Origin 1 upgrade for the active skill helps him a lot. That's noticeable. He does a lot more damage. But beyond that, we just have to go and test a little bit. That was a nice crit by the Aspen. If we get another... We got the shield. That's good. If we can get another active off with the Aspen, that's basically done. Yeah, should work now. We get another active here. That's not good. We didn't want that active. But the counterattacks are nuts, man. The counterattacks are nuts. He just did like 3 counterattacks in a row. And then he died. But I think we are... Yeah, I think we are alright. I think we should be alright. Should be no problem from here. Okay. 27 clear, guys. 27 clear. But looking at the damage, LFA is still like the more solid hero for this SL especially. I mean, like, it's mostly a question of whether the performance is the same in other game modes as well. But LFA surely seems better for Dark SL. That much I can tell at least. His healing is pretty weak. Yeah, I noticed that. That's something I really don't like. And fun story, I had a viewer that sent me the Chinese leak. The Chinese guys on TapTap, they had another leak and they had different numbers for that. And actually this part... Where is it? Not this one. Was it this part? I think it wasn't this part. This part... Oh, it was this part. This part was actually changed. They changed the heal he has. And they made it significantly weaker in the early testing. So this hero was actually nerfed before this release. In the early version, it was percent of HP based healing, and percent of HP based healing is in general a lot stronger. And then again, we of course don't really have the best copy here. We have some little bit precision on a C tier with C- life. Isn't really that great, but thinking about it, you could like have like a B tier and maybe have some effect of being healed or a heal effect. I don't know what would actually work better for him. It was something I wanted to look into, effect of being healed and heal effect. Heal effect is usually if your hero heals somebody else, and effect of being healed is if your hero gets healed by somebody else. But I haven't actually looked into it, how this works in case of self-heal. That's something I definitely have to check out. Can Transcendence that isn't even an A copy complete Sealand? I've only seen it with Giant Killer Aspen. You can clear 29 with just a B or B plus tier Aspen. That's basically possible. That's definitely possible and has been done before by Faust. It was first. Jesus made Dark SL look so easy. Honestly, Dark SL is super easy if you have a very strong Aspen. If you have like an A tier Aspen, Dark SL is a joke. Did you try him out in PvP? No, we actually went straight into SL. And have been doing so for the entire time of the stream. Actually don't know how long we're streaming. We're streaming for about an hour now. For about 200 viewers. Guys, 250 viewers even. Insane. I think that beats most Idle Hero streamers actually. And hello Monkey, nice to see you here, my man. And this clear, by the way, looked super solid. And there you can see it's the entire different way. It's completely different now. Look at those damage numbers. It makes no sense at all. It's like so dependent on the team you're facing. Like against the boss he sucks, but against the minions he's great. And I think this is like the case for... This is like pretty usual, honestly. If you have like a situation where both of those heroes can shine, I think both of those heroes are equally good, but it just depends on the situation. I think for SL, it's still LFA, the hero that you want. But I think for other game modes, it can very much be Mockman. Maybe Mockman needs Balance Strike. Balance Strike would allow him to heal on his active. That would of course help him to a certain extent. Is a question really of how much damage the enemies do per turn, and if you can survive one full turn without getting into Unbending Will. If that is the case, we don't have a problem. Keep in mind that Chase ability is also a lot of RNG. Yeah, honestly, I was looking at it, and when I first looked at it, I thought like he's a little bit like Lord Bait in some sense. That could be Transcendence Bait, honestly. Like the way they stack the damage, it's like 50% chance, and then you have another 50% chance, and another 50% chance, and suddenly his damage is insane, or you get like nothing. And this is really the same with Lord Bait, honestly. Not even with Mockman, it's the same with Lord Bait. And it's a bit insane. But regarding his healing, and that's something I wanted to show you guys, look at those two numbers. We have 96 million healing here, and we have... How much is that even? 12 trillion? 12 trillion healing? I mean, that's a joke. That's a joke, guys. 96 million. That's nothing. And he was in his defensive stance at the beginning. We got counterattacks. We got everything. And we have 96 million healing? That's nothing. I think they nerfed that too much. They nerfed his healing too much. I don't like it, and they should buff it. Because this just can't be the case at the same time. Ridiculous. Ridiculous, honestly. Billion? I'm not good with those American numbers, guys. Really not. It's something that's confused me from the beginning of the time when I started playing Idle Heroes, because I came in contact with those numbers. It just doesn't make a whole lot of sense for me, to be honest. Really doesn't. The Phoenix healed more than Mockman. Did it? I haven't looked at it. I haven't looked at it. But yeah, it's honestly a joke. They should have given him... I think a good place for a heal would be in his descending stance on the active skill, where he just steals the attack. Give him like a heal for 10% of damage dealt there. Something like that. I think that would have been quite decent. That was a very chunky hit, by the way, at the end. And again, we fight against minions and the damage from him is a lot better. Then again, of course, he has a lot more stats now. Should try him with A and B and see how he performs. We tried him with Crown and he was a lot less. I think people are right in that they really need the it really needs the energy artifact. I think that was quite true. I think that what people said there was really quite true, and honestly should be the case. The good thing here is we also get some CC on him, and could see that he's pretty worthless already with some CC on him. It's so easy against the minions, honestly. So easy. He's a trash mob killer. Well, if you look at it, like his counterattacks hit all the enemies. I think in general does a lot better when there are a lot of enemies. But this doesn't really explain his performance in the boss stages. Look at this; those hits were really nice. And to be honest, I would really like to see him with an A tier with like Giant Killer and stuff. I mean, this animation alone. Imagine this animation with like double the damage, how he slays through the opponents with that. That would look so cool. This looks so cool. And again, I think this will be the same every time. I'm pretty eager to see the boss stage now. Why you don't use Rerolling in most cases is not worth it. We can target, we can use it against the minions, definitely. We might do that if we get further than this. But beyond this stage, one of our armorers got stunned. That's uncool. They both got stunned. But beyond that, I don't think Rerolling is worth it because we can slay through the enemies without it. Let's test this again. Buy an A Mockman. I can't! Snow purchasing, my man. Snow purchasing. Also, stuff is pretty expensive. Currently, people are... the other one got stunned as well. People are currently selling him for like... what was it? 50k, 50k, something like that. Can't spend that much at the moment, guys. Can't spend that much. That's really just too much. Honestly, I also think that 50,000 starry, or I think that's 50,000 starry bidding for the most part, is too much. It's too much to ask for this hero. This doesn't look too great. Makes me wonder if an Amra in the front row would actually be better. Because this carry was surviving like a charm there. Let's try it again. Let's try it like this. He doesn't do jack if he's CC'd. Yeah, I have to look in the footage. I actually... it was a question I got from some people whether he can counter when he's CC'd. I'm not quite sure about that. I somehow like the idea of balance strike a little at the moment. Because if he can heal fully off balance strike, that might actually be quite good. Aspen doesn't have the problem, doesn't need balance strike. But for him... yeah. Furious, you are right. If one of those armorers doesn't get stunned, there is just no problem here. But now they both died. That didn't help too much. Nah, I don't think we can survive with... he doesn't even get good heal from his... from here, the red enable. I mean, this one is nice. It was like 180 million a few times. But beyond that, not that cool. Nice, the front row one died, the back row one got stunned. That's the combination we like, guys. That was pretty decent damage if we had the proper enables on the Aspen that might have had a chance. But the heal is nice now. The heal is nice. And now with the active skill, can we do something? Look at that. That was an active, guys. That was an active. We won't survive, but that was an active, guys. Bam, guys. That was actually nice. That was actually nice damage. Insane. Let's try another one. I think I just want to try that some more. I'm not quite sure the armor in the front row was a good idea though. And I hope you guys can hear the music from my neighbors. They are really overdoing it. I think they have some kind of birthday out there. Which is quite insane. And he got one shot. I think that was the boss critting. I think the enemies in this one actually have crit. In the forest one they don't, but here I think they actually have crit. What was that? He can deal a lot of damage. He can be quite insane. I think so. Really think he can be quite insane. But it's really a question of him critting, hitting the right stuff. Do we get to the point where he actually starts damaging? Now we are at the point where he actually has a chance to deal damage. Now we need to get a hit to heal enough. Then we have to... Now we have to get to this point. And at this point here, we have to restart with the RNG. And this is this. I have to show you guys what it is. What actually happens and why he can deal a ton of damage. And also the reason why Mont asked me to upgrade his active skill is this part, Star Descending. Okay, reduce the armor, doesn't matter. And attack enemies with Almost Rift. At this point, it's basically all the enemies have Almost Rift. With a 50% chance to attack, to chase and attack one more time. Basically, he can attack for 1200% of attack damage up to 5 times in a row. And for each chase, we get Awakening Energy. And then when we take an active square basic attack, we gain 1 layer and deal 1200% damage. Okay. And basically the next active will be even more insane. The thing that needs to happen for him to deal really good damage is he has to get to later rounds, has to build up that active, and once he does that, and once he reaches those later rounds and has enough Awakening Energy, at this point we start to get to the RNG part. And the RNG part is basically how often can he chase. And if he chases a lot and is active a lot of times, then we get really good hits. And of course we have crit RNG and all that beautiful stuff. Ah, so close. So that is really the point where we have to get. Purchase successful. Oh, and no purchasing, but I can of course buy some stuff with the gems I have in game, guys. You have to give me that much. But I'm really running out of gems, to be honest. Yeah, even those gems won't be there for a long time anymore. I started with 65,000, gladly from some events that we have done before. But even those gems are now starting to dwindle, and we are just getting down to... Why is he still stunned? Did he get double CC'd? Okay. Are now starting to dwindle, and we will likely see them end in about a week. So would be great to get the H to lower the prices, actually. And at this point we could actually do a lot more. This wasn't a good fight. I think we can beat this. Just need a good chase from the Mockman, and then we can certainly do it. It's just a lot of RNG, honestly. Get some heal here. Get some heal again. Now we do an active skill. The Aspen heals up again. Change the stance. Now we have to get a proper heal again. Very nice. The Aspen will likely die, I guess. Yeah, and now we get a big active... Oh my god. A little bit German again that slipped out. That's so insane. Hi Mugi, nice that you're here, mate. Just missed the first bit of us doing SL Dark with Mockman, getting some insight on his skills. Honestly, still think that was a pretty good idea for us to go into Dark SL. Gave me very much a better insight into his stats. And I think that will be a pretty nice video. We have some... Oh, I got crit too much. I think we can get some pretty good insight on his skills and can do a pretty good video on whether he's good or not. I think you can win by skipping battle. Yeah, the problem with skipping battle is skipping battle doesn't give you very good YouTube videos. That's the bane of the YouTuber, basically. If you want a YouTube video of your stuff, then at this point you basically have no other chance but to not skip fights and look at them. The good thing, of course, is I get to look at chat. Because we have time. Snowwards on Armor for CC and energy, I think we are out of the range where the Snowward actually make a difference. The Snowward would only make a difference if with the Snowwards the Armorers would actually be quicker than the enemies, and we can't get them to that level. We of course have a still bit of mats that we could use to maybe make an Armorer tanky, but I'm not sure I want to go for this kind of commitment. We have some time left. We will just do a few attempts, and I think this can work. I think... yeah, Fix, you're right. It's exactly that. Actually, was quite funny as well. One of you guys noticed it. That in the last video I made, I actually nearly slipped in a German word. Accidentally at that. Oh, that was nice. That was nice. Is it that, guys? Is it that fight attempt? Can we do it? No! Oh! Oh, guys, that was a crit. That was a crit. Mari Gaming also joining the stream. Nice that you're here, mate. Oh, that looked so good. Is Origin Aura for the team not applicable in SL? Origin Aura? What do you mean by Origin Aura? A and B. Yeah, the LFA could survive with A and B, but at the moment we are mostly using him for damage. I mean, we could go with A and B on him. Burst doesn't work too well. Let's try it. We tried back row, didn't actually work that well. His initial burst is just too low. That is kind of the problem. And his initial burst isn't very nice. We could go for a bit of a sustain combo here. Let's try it like this. Why not? It's alright. No German words. I do my best. I do my best. Do you think he could be great in campaign? Honestly, he's a very strong damage dealer. That much I can say. He's a very strong damage dealer, and every very strong damage dealer, of course, will do great in all PvP and PvE game modes. I think this won't really be a problem to get him to perform well in like campaign or something. Our Mockman died. Our Aspen is pretty close to dying as well. Didn't really help him. No, A and B is not good. Definitely not good. Didn't really help him. The hits are really too big. I think the proportions of having an... Oh, you mean the Snow Art on the... I mean, that's probably not bad. I mean, like, really, we have 25% control immunity. I didn't think about the control immunity, but in this way, you're right. I like German words, yeah. If you pay close attention to my videos, you will hear German words every now and then. And sometimes some German phrases that slip in. But I think Snow Art really isn't too bad of an idea, considering you get control immunity. We don't get the energy feed, which is quite sad, but we get control immunity, so that's something. And there we go, then I have an armor shield now. That's good. And now we are still rather dead. Well, maybe not. Maybe we get another few rounds. We at least get the stance change, and we get the basic, and that doesn't look too good. So bad that his counter-attack trigger boss counter-attack. Does it? I will have to look at all the footage. I basically, usually it works like this. If I make a video after the stream, like the Abyss SL video, I usually download the stream footage. And then I look at the stream footage and try to get a grasp around the things that are really happening, to get detail and information for you guys, so that I can say something that is properly right and will help you to complete content. Bruh, I said hi. Yeah, hi mate. And now you're blocked. Mate, don't overdo it. I mean, like, it's okay, I will read your stuff. But be patient. Really annoying, mate. Wraec Gaming. Rolling, I should block you as well. I'm in a blocking mood right now. No, mate, you're welcome. You are welcome. Happy that you're here. This doesn't look too good, though. Yeah, exactly, Shader. Who was my first Transcendence hero? Back when I built my first Transcendence hero, it was actually cool to build Hellora as first Transcendence hero. Hellora was like the main woman back then. You built Hellora as your first Transcendence hero, and then you were basically cool. I think you want more survivability? Yes and no. What I actually would want would be the active upgrades on LFA to get his active to proc at 60%. That would be quite nice, but we often don't get what we want, so we will try to do it like this. I think a good some good CC on Amra would already help. Yeah, really, Riot. I can't really check all the comments all the time. I try my best to check everything, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, and sometimes I just have to take another moment to get my grasp around things. That looked so good until they slaughtered the second Armor. I really thought we could get 2 Armor actors here. That would have been quite insane, and now we die. Maybe Crown would work. I don't know. Maybe. We don't see it. Wie geht's, my man? Wie geht's is, by the way, German for how are you. I'm very good rolling. I'm very happy. There's so many people here. Like for an hour we are at like 240, 250 people. Even though it's a bit slow at the moment. Because we're doing SR28 with my C-tier Mockman. And my very bad Aspen. By the way, I have no idea, but my dark hero copies are the worst. I think the best hero copy we have on the field right now is that Armor. That Armor is actually good. That Aspen is horrible. And that Mockman is even more so horrible. And I have no idea why my dark heroes are the worst heroes I have on the field. Time for double Rogue Drake SFX Ferriking Vesa team. That would be great. That would be great. Would be a lot of fun. I think I have to take a sip from my coffee. Get some mental energy going here. What do you think about Endless Cane? Endless Cane is great. Endless Cane is really great. There's a lot of damage. Did you try with A and B with crit damage stone? No, we have not. We could do it. We have a crit stone. We have speed crit actually on the Mockman. Old boy, finally catching a live stream and loving the content. Yeah, I have tried a new time for streaming actually. It's not like I want to do this time forever, but I thought like it would be nice to switch things up a bit and have a look at some other time. Not everybody. I usually did my streams like. It was like Friday at 6 PM, and not everybody can watch a stream on Friday at 6 PM. I think so. I thought like, okay, let's do a switch. Let's have a look at what I can do and which time I can actually do. And the time I came up with was basically then just doing it on Saturday, because a lot of people have more time on Saturday than on Friday. And basically, I have to say we have like 250 people. The last time on Friday, I had like, I think it was 87 or 100 at best. So we're we are far over that, my guys. We are far over that. And I love that you guys are all here. 5.5 million isn't actually that much. Could have been a lot more. I just want to check everything, see if I forgot something. Because I was pretty sure we would have it cleared already by now. And basically, this is the Armor straight B tier with damage reduction. Pretty nice copy. And just to really show you guys, this is B-. And this is not set control immunity offset, but it's like C+ attack. We have 2300 attack here. And I have no idea. I mean, like, if you look at my other copies, look at this Freya. This is the Freya I bought. A- attack, B+ stats, 50 speed on there. That's really a nice copy. But my dark copies are horrible. Horrible. I don't know why. I really don't know why. Maybe try putting 1 Drake instead of double Armor. We are actually trying to get rid of the boss as fast as possible. That is the idea behind all of this. And the problem with Drake is he's rather squishy. He will die rather fast. Because if you didn't know, Drake has dodge. That's true. But Drake's dodge actually relies on him attacking. Which passive is this? This one. Every time the active or basic attack is performed, Drake gains self Shadow Lure. And Shadow Lure is his dodge, 70% dodge. So if Drake is slower than the enemy, he doesn't actually have dodge. And this makes him rather squishy. And I don't like that. We could try third Armor. I've actually done that before, but it's actually good to have some carries here to take some hits. I'm actually debating on going back to the crown carries. Because those felt better, actually. That's really not... the strat usually for clearing Dark is usually to snipe the boss, because the boss is by far the most dangerous enemy on the field. One thing, by the way, that would really help me do SL content would be if they finally made it possible for us to use presets, to use formations. Because like now it's so annoying. Yeah, we take some more hits. That's great. That's good. Yep, the carries don't die that early anymore, but our back row still got slaughtered, so it's a bad attempt. Nothing we can do. It stays when he dies, but he doesn't stay long when he dies. Doesn't stay forever. It is actually on a timer. If you should survive better if you snipe minions with Aspen. The point is, we are basically done with that if we get the boss down. When the boss is dead, that's basically... that's usually a home run. We had one attempt, but the boss was actually gone. What about different pet? To be honest, guys, it's something I really see quite often. I'm not unwilling to change stuff. I'm really looking at stuff. I'm considering other stuff, and I'm also trying out a lot of stuff. But I often notice that people change up stuff way too early. Because you have to look at the RNG, you have to look at things, you have to give things like 20, 30, 40, 50 tries sometimes. Especially if you're looking at content like this. There is a lot of things that can happen here. The enemies don't hit the same people in our team every time. That means the life on our heroes is different with every attempt. The RNG can really be very on our side or like absolutely not on our side here. We could get both Amras to do an active on turn 1 would actually be possible. All depends on whether they hit the carries or not, or we won't get a single active, also possible. But if you change around all the things every time, I notice that people often end up with very strange setups. Then they come to somebody like me and they ask for help, and I often do this, or mostly do this for guildmates. And I look at the stuff they have done, and I look at the heroes they have, and they tried like dot purify in some strange ways or some strange stages, and it's really like trying everything that is possible without actually trying the proper setup and just giving it a little bit of time to work. Just doing the 50, 60, 100 tries that it might need. Which is not like I want to say that we are going to do 100 tries. Oh, my man Shriva is here as well. Augustus Magic Ball. We tried that. It doesn't really do well with Augustus Magic Ball. Sadly, not something he's quite good with. We didn't have a really good attempt in the last ones. And he doesn't counterattack, by the way, if he's CC'd. Which is bad. Didn't even heal there. Mockman is quite alright. If I had to say whether I would rather have a SFX at this moment, yes, I would rather have an SFX at this moment. If I could put an SFX in here, I would put an SFX in here. And I think this was a question most people had. SFX or Mockman? I say SFX. I think SFX, really. Use Kiss of Ghost on Mockman. Rather not, actually. We get the heal anyway. The only advantage we would get from Kiss of Ghost would actually be that we could use Unbending as well. But I don't think this will save us. Strange though. After I switched the Demon Bell around and the carries no longer have Demon Bells, we don't get a single good attempt anymore. Wouldn't have thought that the Demon Bells on the Armras, on the carries are so important. I thought like Crown would be absolutely fine as well. But just doesn't seem the case. Or we just have very bad RNG, I don't know. Caesar! Good to catch your stream. Yeah, mate, I'm happy that you were able to catch it. Fire Torch. Like, really, I think that's the only artifact that has, like, absolutely no use. Like, really. I think every other artifact has some use somewhere. But, like, KOG, it's really lost its use. I think the last time I really used KOG and, as the artifact that it really is, was back when I did Flame Shrine with an E3 Delasium. At this time, I really needed the KOG to keep the Delasium alive. And then I had like a glittery KOG, and I was proud AF to have this glittery KOG and to really get the heal on my Delasium. And my other Delasium was E5 and like the Rogan tactics and the SQH tactics, that wasn't really a thing back then. So we did everything with... didn't even heal there. I mean, like... That's okay, that's pretty alright here, actually. Can you make your RAS more defensive? I don't think so, no. We can have a look at them again. Can change some things up. But, yeah, that's about as defensive as it gets. Fire Torch really is the most useless artifact, I think so too. We have this. Can't really change a lot up here. We have this. This is alright. Supports are dying too fast. Yeah, of course they are. They are dying too fast, definitely, but there isn't really something we can do about that. The boss almost always has the lowest HP in round 2. Yeah, that would mean our Rerolling has to survive to round 2. Have you actually seen? Look at this. What do you think the probability is that our Rerolling survives 2 rounds? Like, I think it's about 0, actually. Our B tier Amra only survived barely to round 2. So, nah, I don't even think so. And beyond that, it's question if the boss actually has the lowest life, even though he's half-life. Because, like, half-life doesn't mean he has the lowest life, he has to actually have the lowest HP number on the field to get Reroling's debuff. And that is the question if that really helps us, because it won't help our Mockman, because our Mockman heals all enemies, it's really like nothing for him. So now we have an active skill and we are still stunned. I don't know why we are still stunned on round 2. Why he didn't purify in between. That's kind of strange. Yeah, Merrick Gaming, I know that you're Craft Boy. You wrote it to me, actually. Maybe just use carries instead of RAS. The strange part is a lot of people actually do that, and somehow it always seems so strange to me, honestly. But I might try it, actually. I mean, why not? I'm not sure I even have enough carries at this moment. Can we survive? No, we cannot. That's sad. I like the carry idea, actually. We can also use another pet later on. Do we have another carry? I have a 6-star carry. We can do this. I think this is alright. Let's do this. Full tank Asmo and Mock with 4 carries. Full tank, you reckon? Maybe. I think the second armor is really no good. I think we barely got an active offer. Didn't really help too much. T2 Aspen with fully sublimed active possible. Yeah, for another 20 soul symbols, and then I would have to use another 20 soul symbols afterwards. I mean, then the whole stream would have costed me like 80 or 100 soul symbols. Can't sustain that. That's the problem, guys. That's the problem, guys. I mean, like, I got a lot of love for actually putting the things on the Mockman, but honestly, it's really about testing Mockman at this point, not about testing the rest. Because we can test everything else later, and we know everything about LFA. We won't clear Dark SL today. Everybody knows that, but I can't start imprinting it 2 heroes now. Definitely not. I don't know if you've seen it, Loli, but the support actually confirmed that we won't see a regress feature for Tree of Origin till Halloween. And when I heard that we won't see a regress feature for the Tree of Origin till Halloween, honestly, it was insane to me. Honestly, it was really insane to me. RCT Genshin, thanks for joining the stream. Was happy to have you here. I hope you enjoyed the time that you spent with us. And if you want, I will always be happy to see you in another stream. Have a great day, mate. No, actually the only way to get the Tree of Origin mats back is to replace or regress a hero. That's the only 2 ways they have given us to get those materials back. That means at the current time, the only way I can get the material off of the hero would be the replace feature. The replace feature is the easiest way. And that costs me 10 soul symbols every time. 10 soul symbols to get the hero into the base variant, and then another... Oh, he couldn't just die. He couldn't just die. It could have been... Look at this, guys. It's a joke. That was a joke. That destroyed my concept right now. But it's alright. So you have to go into the void and actually replace the hero and then replace it back. So this actually costs you 20 soul symbols in total. And this is quite a joke, honestly. This is really quite a joke. And I don't really understand why they did it. And Loli, you're definitely right. It's only a simple code that could be added in the day. And as a matter of fact, that the replace feature even gives you back the materials. It would not have done that if they didn't change it. When the Tree of Origin was released, DH actually would have to have changed the reset feature to grant you back the Tree of Origin mats. That means that the full code for a regress feature, apart from some UI things like a button that you have to include and maybe some cost you have to associate with it, is actually already in the game. Everything is here. That would be no problem for them to actually include the regress function for the Tree of Origin. They don't do that at the moment. I don't know why they didn't do it. I've actually never really understood the reason for it. Actually really never understood the reason for it and why they have done that. It's a mystery for me. I don't understand it. And they've done the same with imprints, honestly. They've done the same with imprints. And back then I didn't understand it as well. So, I don't know, guys. Yeah, maybe other artifacts might be better. So we tried a lot of different things. I think the burst might be quite interesting. Right now we're taking mainly this route. I just saw something that was quite interesting. Confused me for a second. But he actually heals when he's CC'd. He just doesn't counterattack. Did you see that? Did you see that? Yeah, come on, Cheetan. We will try one fight with Mockman in the back row. No problem, mate. Come on, we do it. You asked for it a lot of times. Definitely worth giving it some attempt. As you can see, the damage is quite a lot better. The survivability isn't his stat. We can give it a second attempt. No problem, mate. No problem. We can give it a second attempt. Yeah, DH has been quite greedy with that for years. I have to say. I would prefer it if they they did it a little bit different. This attempt, by the way, would have actually probably cleared it if we had the enables on the Aspen. The Aspen is very close to actually one-shotting this boss. Change Aspen with Mockman. You mean the position? In that case, the Aspen would no longer attack the boss. That wouldn't be quite right. Doesn't feel right to have a green piano defensively. Don't really understand it, mate. Sorry. We can try the with unbanning will, but I don't think that would be quite better. Hi dude, how are you? I'm good, thank you. I have a question for you. My idle comp is Eloise. I think that means Cthulhu. Xia, Wolf, Glory, and Tix. Is that good or not? I think you have some off-meta heroes in there. But in general, you have quite a strong team. You have Eloise. Having Eloise is basically already a good start. Change Armra with normal Mockman. We don't have normal Mockman currently imprinted, and I don't think he will do that much, honestly. Those heroes, after all, do have Purify, so this attack debuff won't actually do that much. I'm still actually surprised how fast our Mockman dies. I'm thinking about using Crown again. I mean, it's no energy artifact, sure, but might still help him. And he has some heal, Israel. He already has some heal. Yeah, the counterattacks really seem quite good. Still hard. No, he didn't even... now he gets hit. Now we have the active. And now he's sealed. That is annoying. I mean, the question is, how good can we survive with Crown? Still going? I mean, that was interesting. Any sublimations on Mockman? Yeah, we have the full active skill sublimation. Yeah, we have damage reduction on Mockman. We don't have damage... we have damage reduction on Aspen as well. We have full damage reduction on Aspen. We can run Crown though. That won't be a problem. Let's just run a few Crowns and go for a tanky setup. He just doesn't heal much. Don't you know if heal button from second enable counts to balance strike? It should. Never actually tried that, but it should. So now we have Crown on everything but the Armra. The problem, by the way, is those boss scales. If you can see, he has 5 attack buffs at the moment. That's actually pretty annoying. I saw some of one of my guildmates, he actually used Forces in SL25. Crown might work, actually. Yes and no. The problem with Crown is it looks always deceivingly good. And this is the case because oftentimes you see attempts with like Harp or something fail on turn 1 or turn 2. And then you think, oh, that is a bad setup. And I mean, the thought may cross your mind, that's true. But in reality, if you get the right hits, that extra damage might take you a long way. While with Crown you might lack damage, and now he already has 3 buffs here, 8 buffs here, 10 buffs here. The boss is slowly buffing himself until the point is reached where he can hit through our Crown and slaughter us. Or we get like CC'd for a turn and don't attack and don't get our heal. Which wouldn't be too much of a problem. We are still in the defensive stance. Now we are no longer. That was bad. We tried 2 Armras already. Armra with an Aspen or carry would be an option. We don't have a decent carry though. Not a 4th one at least. I wasn't quite a whale at the time when they released Armra, actually. I really only started whaling when they released the Stella, and that was before. It was only way after they released the carry. The damage is still pretty good, honestly, with Crown. Surprisingly much. Let's see that again. And he purified the seal, and we're dead. That was annoying. Daiko, I retired an SS Ita for the Starry Gems. Good idea. I don't think there's someone who would buy it. No, there definitely isn't. I think, honestly, every Ithakar above A- can be retired. Just retire all of the Ithakars over A- and will make me a very happy man, because I can make more Ithaka videos that actually people would care for. It wouldn't be the case if everybody had one. Beyond that, I think Barry actually has an A- Ithaka. I'm just joking, guys. I'm just joking. So now we got slaughtered. Not that cool. But I think I like the crown setup. Actually looks really nice. Yeah, we can try. I mean, like, I only have the 6-star here and probably will die a bit, but still revive and we could get some stuff out of it. Why put him in the front? So he starts in the stance where he actually can regen a little bit of his life, so that we can get the Omen debuff on the enemy. So that when he switches to his offensive stance in like turn 5 or 6 or something, at that point where we will actually have some of those Omen debuffs on the enemy and some layers of awakening energy, so that we can do some decent damage there, because we won't be able to do decent damage in the earlier rounds. The Aspen's still doing the boatload of work on the boss. Still doing the higher damage, but it's always about the Mockman if we can release... if he can actually reach the point where he starts really doing damage, because we start in the defensive stance, obviously there isn't too much damage. Rui on Aspen, no, definitely not going to do that. That's not going to happen, mate. Because we are mainly attacking the boss. We are not trying to actually CC enemies. We are not killing anything, so there is no chance for the Rui to actually apply. He would only at max trigger on the 2 side enemies there. What would really help, though, would the active skill sublimation. But that's not something we are going to do now. Yeah, and our Mockman died again. That's uncool. You will need another solid carry for SL30. And not really, actually. We would just either need better copies, like with an A LFA. That would of course be a joke. But I think the Mockman can already make it possible. If you have like a full tree of origin on Mockman and on Aspen, you will likely have an easier time. I would reckon, though, that focusing on LFA for this SL is worth much more than focusing on Mockman. Mockman does seem solid. I think we can we get another hit? Yeah, I think next turn we will see a good active from him. This turn, yes. That was solid. But I mean, we got unlucky and the boss didn't die. Which is bloody annoying. But this is looking actually quite decent. Actually quite decent, guys. Quite decent progress. Is this it? Oh god, guys. Oh, this is so close. Oh, this is going to get really close. This is going to get really close. We have a kill. We get an active. No kill. Chase. No chase. We didn't even get chase. Come on. Aspen. Aspen. Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is, guys. Oh my god. Aspen with the hard carry. Aspen with the hard carry, guys. I'm sitting here with clenched fists, guys. I'm sitting here with clenched fists. That was so close. That was so close, guys. Oh my god, hype. And still the Mockman did more damage. Honestly, if you ask me, just looking at that, I would have sworn the LFA did more damage. I would have sworn the LFA did more damage. It absolutely looked like the LFA did more damage. Insane. Yeah, some hype in the chat. Even Mr. Get Money Myrick is here. Mr. Get Money Myrick. Actually, good YouTuber. Definitely like his videos. Nice, some hype in the chat here. So many people. GG, guys. GG, definitely. Definitely. And now, I want to see your ideas. How much do you think Mockman did here? How much do you think he did he heal? With 60 billion. With 60 billion damage. How much did he heal? I mean, we all know LFA healed more than him. 6-star carry to flex? Oh, was the idea from a viewer. Was an idea from a viewer to put the carry in. I mean, honestly, another E5 carry would probably be better than the armorer. I think that was only 28, Shriva. That's not 29. That's not 29. We would have to focus on the LFA more for 29. We can probably easily clear the minion stages. He healed 160 million. 2 billion, 4 billion, 1 billion. 1 billion. You think so, guys? I take some more bets. Go on. Okay, most of you guys are around 2 billion or 1 billion. Prometheus with the 160 mil. Let's see who is right. 6 bill. Anybody get it? No? No? I think 4 billion was actually the closest. By Kiki. I think Kiki actually got closest. Less than Phoenix. Not even true. Actually not even true. He did heal for 5 billion actually. For 6 billion. So, not quite bad. Actually got closer to the LFA this time. In the end, definitely. But one thing you don't have to forget, guys. The heal you see right now is with Red Enable on the 5th position. Now I really forgot the name of the Red Enable. My God! And I call myself a YouTuber. This is with Balance Strike. So we have the 6 billion are now with Balance Strike. The numbers we saw before, the like 90 million and stuff, this was without Balance Strike. So a lot easier now for him to heal a lot. So that's something. Yeah, Balance Strike, exactly, Shriva. Yeah, I forgot it. I mean, like, okay, I played the games for 3 years, but mainly Unbending Will, let's be real. So let's do the minion stages in 29. Those should be pretty easy, and then we can have a look. I don't think we have a good chance at clearing 29 like this. This was nice. Like, this was a really nice turn 1, actually. One thing we definitely found out, Mockman isn't really lackluster in damage. He's doing fine damage. But sometimes a little bit more focus on the damage can help, because he's a little bit deceiving in the amount of damage he deals. Sometimes he does that. Have you seen that? Have you seen what he just did with this stage? What the hell? I mean, I think that's where the 5 chases. I think we just got 5 chases. Oh my God, if he does that, that's like insane. On the other hand, if he doesn't, then it's like... Forest or Darkest is easiest. Difficult. Depends on your strength. I think if you have lower strength, then Forest is L. With decent strength, than Dark SL. If you have like Dark SL and you can have like one full maxed home and like Tree of Origin 3, 4 or something, then take the L of A and just smash Dark SL with some carries or something. And you can get to 29, or I think you can do 29 with like a Tree Origin 4 or 5 L of A with the max house. But for Forest you will actually need a bit more mats actually, I think. For 29 at least. I think I would say Dark SL to a certain extent. Though I think 28 Forest is easier. 29 Dark and 28 Forest is a bit strange, but I think that's the way. That's the way. And yeah, insane, guys, right? 5 chases? If he does that, bam! It's absolutely disgusting. And that's actually another thing that probably won't make me like this hero, by the way. Because I think I've said it in the video before. It's like my little PvP rule. If there is some kind of RNG involved in the hero, like with Star Alchemist Storms, for example, if there is some kind of RNG involved, it will definitely fail. It will definitely fail the moment you are in a scenario like IDA where you need that damage. You can't rely on RNG to be good to you. Just won't work. I didn't open damage numbers? Oh no! Oh, sorry guys. I hate it, now it's lost forever. I was so confused that I forgot. Sorry guys. I have all these supports, lack of CI mats, though only have 2 homes where all 4 buildings are around level 50. Then go for Forest. You will likely have some decent success with Forest. Forest is still a pretty good SL to go for. That's really not a whole lot of damage we are doing here. Dylan! Nice that you joined the stream. Happy that you were here, mate. And I wish you a very great day. Won't do the stream for too much more. I think 29 is very much the point that we could reach right now with those copies we have and the damage numbers we have. I think that's about what we can achieve today. Some things I've actually tested here already. There is some really strange part about this ascending energy counterattack that we have seen. And I'm not sure I very much like the way he's hitting the enemy team. One thing that will be definitely cool for PvP is if you have is his way of taking off layers of unbending will. Because he will take off so many layers of unbending will from the enemy that will actually be insane. If he hits like 5 times, he can actually one-shot the entire team. It will be insane. How is Mockman in Void campaign any good? We won't have a decent chance of testing that, but I think he will be a very decent damage dealer. Before you quit, I won't quit. I will play the game a bit more, my man. Just look at this. Just look at those numbers. I mean, how much more of an answer do you need? Yeah, he will be good. He's a great damage dealer, honestly. He is a great damage dealer. Just keep in mind that you want the flow to be like... you want his defensive stance first for 1 or 2 or 3 rounds, and then you want him to switch to the offensive stance and start spamming his active skill. For PvP, that might just not be the case. For PvP, it might just be better to use the active skill first and have an offensive stance. For like a burst team or something that might actually be interesting. But looking at that, guys, is a great damage dealer. He's absolutely a great damage dealer. Now you missed my first message asking final thoughts on Mockman before you quit the stream. I will stream for a few more minutes, definitely. We will do a bit more stuff. So no worries, mate. No worries. I aim for 2 hours. We now reached that, but I will definitely clear the last minion stage here as well. And yeah, we'll have a look at it. Is he a good first Transcendence hero? I think Yes. Yes. I think he is like still worse than SFX as first Transcendence hero. I would probably rather build SFX if I had a new account. But he's up there. I think he's like a hero that won't need a whole lot of support to actually work. He will do a lot of stuff without being very reliant on other heroes. Of course, he will definitely profit from having like a Rogue or something in the team, or some kind of healer from a Fairy Queen will definitely help him perform a lot better than what we have seen here. But he's not like a hero that definitely needs a bunch of other heroes to support her. Like, that's basically the reason Starwing Jara isn't really a good first Transcendence hero. Starwing Jara just needs her Rogues, she needs her energy feed heroes. She needs a good team around her to actually work. Same with Freya, actually, which is more supporter type than Starwing Jara, but still. And he doesn't really need that. He doesn't rely on other heroes. He does his damage alone, which makes him decent as first Transcendence hero, yeah. When will we see a Divine Block, Holy Armor, Aloy Sealant? Likely never. The problem with that is you wouldn't only want a Divine Block block Holy Armor Eloise, you would probably want S tier Eloise with Twine immunity. I mean, we are talking trash here at this point, but that would really be the thing that that would make it a lot easier. Like, being immune to Twine would really help. Can we get a nice active here? Only 2 chasers. I mean, that's like... I don't like this. I don't like this, guys. I mean, his damage is always kind of... either you get 2 chases or you get 5, and depending on what you actually get, his damage is only a quarter of what it could be. And that's just not cool. I think I don't like that, guys. Now we die. Having enough damage here is really not that easy. I could think some armor break would help. So, let's try another one. We will do another 5 attempts. I don't mind if I take that open. I don't want to do SL for the entire day. I'm not sure I will make a separate SL video on this. I mean, we did SL28, but is it still the time to do an SL28 video? I'm not sure, guys. What do you say? I think I could put this like in the test video on him, but I'm not quite sure if I want to make an SL video just on Mockman, or we could do it. I'm not sure, guys. I'm not sure. Yeah, we could try AMB, but AMB didn't work that well. We tried it before. Jesus Shadow SL, he has 2A Eloise. I'm not sure he still has them. But he bought 2. Yeah, he bought 2. Definitely. So, yeah, we got SL28 done. I could make a video on SL28, like, compare the 2 heroes. Basically say which of the 2 heroes you actually want, and show some of the footage of both of them and compare their performance. I think that would be quite an interesting video to watch. That's something we can do. Slower LFA than backline. Is LFA slower than the backline? Actually? Oh, you might be right. You might be right! My man noticed our mistake. Stepped in to help us. We have a speed issue. But we can get speed. Don't worry, man. Don't worry. We can get speed. Clears closer to SL30 for the extra food. Yeah, definitely. I think we have some solid choices there. We have some really decent SL29 forest clears. And you can follow that, and you can be very successful with it. And actually, with all the mats, it gets easier every day. Yeah, this actually looks better. Are we still faster? Yeah. Yep. Actually, we had a speed problem. And now we don't have a speed problem, so that's great. Problem can be yeah, we tried that. Try melodic strings on Mockman. We will if I reckon I see that this is not a survivability but a speed problem. Right now it looks actually kind of decent. If we didn't get double CC'd, we might have had a better chance. But right now he got double CC'd, so that wasn't quite great. Our damage is still a bit low. Yeah. Have you got any SL30 complete? I have SL30 Forest complete, and we have done SL29 Abyss. We are now on 28 Dark. 28 Dark. Did we just completed 28 Dark? It wasn't 27, right? Which one is that actually? I'm confused. And we will do SL30 Fortress. I could do it in the next 3 days. It's only question whether we want to do it on stream or if I do it alone. Because I will have the... I have a SFX, 8-tier SFX. And we could do... And we have the core for Fortress as well, by the way. It will be pretty cool. I think we do it on stream. Doing it on stream seems kind of decent. What do you say, guys? Fortress SL on stream? Yeah, Drake in this one actually might be an option. They seem just super tanky. This just seems like a lot of armor, honestly, to me. Or a lot of damage reduction. Actually something our man Drake would help with. Doesn't really help that our LFA was perma-stunned there. His big active big damage is from active, right? Having Aspen Rui to lock backline might not be a bad idea. The damage from Mockman is, yeah, from the active, definitely. You missed the chance to do SR30 Fortress when she had the infinity dodge bug. Did people use a bug to actually clear that? Jesus told me it was possible just with the 8-tier. So I think he was right. You're never gonna build SFX Reaver. Are you one of those people? I always see that there are people that really don't want to build SFX. Are you one of those guys? Endless Mockman, yeah, I think we need a little bit more offense here. Actually, it seems like we have a little bit of a damage problem. I think last time we crushed the stage actually with Mockman with melodic strings. If he doesn't get one shot in the beginning, we should be able to do that quite easily now. Can definitely try that again. Right now our man gets crushed though, which isn't that cool. That was cool though. That was not cool, that were no crits. Let's try melodic strings. Yep. Let's try melodic strings. This seems like a melodic string stage. Shiva, I actually know another guy that did that, by the way, that also built ATD as a first Transcendence hero, so that's quite something. Man actually cleared the fire with it, I think. And then he got stuck. Not sure if you had the same issues, but... oh, do we get another hit in? No. Oh, good. I was afraid we might die at this point. We got sealed and stunned. This is always a bad combination. Yeah, we might have to try that again, but it looked promising. Yeah, we went with no arm rust. I used arm rust at the beginning, but they proved not that good, to be honest. Enemies hit quite a lot of times and doesn't seem that great anymore. But yeah, we didn't really use anything special yet. Just looking at the fight, it seems though that we can survive to a point with the melodic strings at which we can deal proper damage. Doesn't look too bad, even though oftentimes you see some stuff like that, but I think we can do something here. Need armorers here, you think? We can swap one in again, it's no problem. We can take the 6-star carry out. Should be no problem. I think we put this take the 6-star carry out, put the 1 armorer in. I think that's a good idea. Like this. Two armorers, you think? I reckon 1. I think 1 will do. It's a question whether he dies early or not, because in that situation a second armorer wouldn't help as well. My favorite streamer stream time. Hey Simply, nice that you are here. Endless Cane. I like melodic strings. I like melodic strings, man. This one won't work though. It's just nothing. How is Mockman looking? Mockman is a very strong damage dealer, doesn't rely too much on other heroes, and is in general rather strong. I like him. Yep, good hero. DB carries for sure. Think so. I like that they could take a few hits off the enemies. Actually, Armor's still alive in turn 5. That's actually quite lit. And she's dead. And our Mockman died. That's a joke. Yeah, that's not going to work. DB carries for sure. I will switch to DB carries after this attempt. Just Sealant, we just did Sealant yet, yes. We can't test him really in Void Campaign. There's just not really a whole lot of use for him at the current stage I'm at there. We might do a little bit of PvP. Depending on the energy I still have after we have cleared this stage, actually. Because that's always quite exhausting. I think my limit is like at the 2-hour stream. I don't know how people actually do it, how they can stream like 10 hours or something. That's just beyond me, guys. That's just beyond me. For me, it becomes really exhausting after the 2 or 2.5 hour mark. Let's follow Lowly's advice. Lowly's advice never hurt us. So, where it is? There it is. How is your day going? Not a whole lot, actually. I woke up and my neighbor's playing very loud music. Like, very loud music. Afterwards I basically ate a bit and then was already stream time. So, not really a whole lot of things to do at this point. But it was a great stream, honestly. I had a lot of fun till this moment. We got a little bit stuck in the meantime and still made decent progress. We will likely get stuck at the boss stage in a few seconds. But that's alright. Can live with that. And we'll later on maybe clear it with a little bit more juice. Once they put the regress feature in, we can basically go ham on the SLs and clear them with full tower heroes. That should not be a problem, and I think our man Lowly was actually right in recommending us to go for the Demon Bell carries, because those actually give our armorer some juice, and this helps. But we are still dead. DB armorer, you reckon? Yeah, for the self feed maybe. I think in this stage the stun isn't really a problem. We mainly had the DB armor, the Snowheart armorer for the extra control immunity. Yeah. Basically, regress feature. Yeah, Henrik. The Tree of Origins has currently no way of resetting it. You can basically put your mats on there, and the only way you're ever getting them back is to is to regress the entire hero. And we need a regress feature for the Tree of Origin alone. Basically the same, but you can also do with imprints. With imprints we have the button 500 gems and you get all your meds back. And we really need a similar button for the Tree of Origin. Because that's not sustainable right now as it is for us to... That looked nice. As it is for us at the moment to go on regressing heroes every time we want to do anything in the game, really. Oh, this is not looking... Oh, this is looking very bad. Wasn't looking bad for a second and then suddenly looked really bad. But it's not too bad. So... Our Espen got stunned. Another nice thing about the Armorer basically is the CC. You get some decent front row CC. I always thought about getting like an A-tier Armorer and putting control CI offset on her. Because like imagine an Armorer with CI offset just CCing this, the front row the entire time. It would be kind of stupid. But I like the idea, I really like the idea. There's ads on stream now? I don't know, man. Might be, because I'm a partner. So YouTube puts ads on stuff. But YouTube put ads on my stuff before. The funny thing is, I actually tried to watch some of my own videos and YouTube puts ads on it. And I thought it was quite stupid. Because like watching my own stuff and I have to watch ads to see it. I mean, like, that's ridiculous. Every time a hero dies, warriors gain 100 energy. Yeah, but we have the added advantage of swiping them. Does Rui affect his taunt since it's skill damage? I'm pretty sure it does. That's some testing though that I don't want to do on stream. I will do this testing, but this is like stupid testing. That's really just clicking, having another guy give me his account, and I set up teams. And I do like 20-30 fights just to see how many taunts we get, and then I do it again and compare it. And I don't want to show that. Yeah, I saw that, Valderus, that there is something refilling the warrior's energy bars, and I think we had somebody die. Furious said it every time a warrior a hero basically dies from us, the warriors get 100 energy, so they have a bunch of energy all the time. You're watching ad right now. Well, I'll take it on the upside. I get about 1 cent per you for you watching the ad. And I would usually put that all into idle heroes as well. Basically everything I get on stream would usually be used for idle heroes, but then again, or to get something to create content. But at the moment, of course, we are in no purchasing, so no money for idle heroes. Until they reduce the prices, that is. Then, of course, we will give them some money again. As always, guys, as always. That wasn't cool. Will Mockman be good to get on mid-name accounts or is still SFX Queen Vessa? I don't know about Queen, man. I mean, the good part about Queen is really she buffs your whole team and she's 10 for SFX. That's really the reason you get her. But you don't really need her beyond that. As a hero, she doesn't do a whole lot of good for you, for your team. SFX though, still pretty much stable. I don't think he will change too much about it. I'm looking into it and I try to find the advantage that he has over like SFX or Ferric Vessa or something, and he has no advantage over SFX, definitely not. But I don't really see how he could help you perform any better. I think, especially for Vortex, it's still really SFX. But because the point at which you can really take advantage of a hero like this and a hero like Star Devourer Eos or Sun Devourer Eos, for example, that is the point where you are actually a lot stronger already than the enemies you're facing. And the upside on SFX, for example, is you can take out a singular hero in the enemy team and have to basically leave the enemy team on 5 heroes. And this is so strong, and people underestimate how strong that is, because you take basically, just imagine this, 6 heroes are all the same. Then you're taking 1/6 of the damage out for all the remainder of the fight. And the next thing you do is to kill another hero, and the enemy has lost 2/6 of damage. 1/3 of the damage is already gone that they can inflict. And at this point it becomes easier to sustain by armor shields and by Fairy Queen Vessa heals and everything. So I think still the SFX enables more clears than this Mockman would. Have a lot of Mega Whales stop purchasing for this event. Yeah, my guild is actually Omega Project. I don't know if you know it. It's like I can say it's like the top guild. Let's say it's like the top guild they have cleared. They have got so many wins in Ace, and so many people of them have won IDA champ and everything. And so basically the biggest whales on Android, you could say. And we've actually all stopped spending. And actually hated on few people in our clan. One of the guys bought a relay pack, and we didn't like that very much. We didn't accept that. So that's like an upside, guys. And so yeah, we are really not spending. Let's do another 5 attempts, and if it doesn't work, we will leave it at that. I think it's not worth it getting stuck here. Can you add you for the quest Star Mockman and Lord of Fear? I actually currently don't have places in my friend list open. I don't really usually make it empty for the Transcendence fight event. What I will do though, and what I will offer you guys, I haven't done that yet, but I will do it after the stream. I will put all of my Transcendence heroes into Trial of Champions. So you guys can hit it, and I will make them incredibly weak in Trial of Champions. That will be the aim. Of course, they will still have a certain amount of strength. I can't take all of the strengths off from my heroes, but it will be comparably weak, so that you guys can beat it and complete your quest this way. So check out Trial of Champions, click a few times. I will try to keep it around like maybe 1000 to 1200 points, and try it that way. Can we see Mockman in Purgatory? Not possible. I think it's not open for me. Beyond that, he has no real advantage there. He will always be worse than Stardew Valley. He has no mechanic that will help him there. So another 4 tries, guys, and then we will leave it with that. Active damage could crit, counter couldn't. Backline Mockman, okay. The thing is, he switches his stance. Have you seen that? Like, the idea from him in the background, now he has the same stance like in the background. The yellow glow. And the idea is that we use the first few rounds to get his omen on all the heroes, so that we can do this. Hit all the enemy heroes and do a real decent chunk of damage. We can try it though. I mean, like, we only have 3 attempts left, so let's do it. Maybe we can burst a bit more, but the thing that's really hurting us here at the moment is that we fulfill the requirement for the Aspen active doing more damage too late. Thanks, Jerry, for joining the stream. Happy you were here. Hope you had a great time, my man. And I will gladly see you in the next one. I hope you liked it. Who's the best Transcendence hero? Honestly, in my opinion, the best single Transcendence hero, if you don't count in any combo value like in a team or something, the best single Transcendence hero for me is still SFX. Honestly, still SFX. Closely followed by Star Devourer Eos and Sun Devourer Eos and I'm just confused by the stream because we actually cleared. Ah, the extra damage did it. My man was right. I didn't trust you. Who wrote it? Who wrote it? Who wrote it? Who wrote it? Let's check this out. Stream. Who wrote it? Change the point. Ramadan wrote it. There was somebody else who wrote it, and I did it because of him. I did it. Man, you know who you are. I couldn't find your message anymore. You were right. Back row it is for that stage. We didn't really need to sustain. The extra damage did it. And I think it's really the extra damage here. And now we have Mont lying about suggesting this. Look at this. This guy is insane. This Mont guy is still claiming he's the best guy in Void campaign. Did you know that? He said he's the first guy to clear all the stages, or like all the stages that weren't cleared with A tiers, and he's like the first one with clearing with A tiers. It isn't even him, it's Eru. Eru is actually clearing stuff way before Mont. Way better player in my opinion. I'm a big fan of him. He's cool. And Mont now says he suggested it. Can I actually see if he did? I know. I can only ban him. Shall I ban Mont? Would that be a cool idea? I don't know. No, guys, that's definitely a nice clear. Have I shown everything? We showed the heal. We showed the damage. Okay, that's cool. No drama. Get money. I love Mont. Mont is a cool guy. Honestly, I like Mont. Mont is pretty decent. I'm happy to be in his clan, to gather with him in one clan, and I think that's quite cool. Yeah, I think the same tactic won't work here. TVD writes we should ban Mont. Nah, we won't ban Mont. It was Lip who suggested. Nice, man. Props to you. And thanks for suggesting it. So is Mockman viable as my 4th trans? I mean, viable, definitely. The question is if you really want that. I mean, like you want a Starring Jorah, you maybe want an Aspen Starros. I don't think he has a very high priority to build him. I'm unsubbing and not follow your MySpace anymore. You brought this on yourself. Damn, Mont, I excuse myself. I apologize. Please don't unfollow my MySpace. I would be heartbroken. Can't do it, man. Please be nice. Hi, Stacko. Actually, a little bit late. We are currently ending the stream. 347. Nice, level up. So is there anything left that you guys want to see? Otherwise, we are now at, I think, 2.5 hours. And most people are now finished the time they have to see the stream. I think we had a super great time. I always love to be with you guys. We had like one of my biggest streams ever, I think. Over 250 people in here. With Lord Eric, with Mont, with all the cool guys. Devilman was here. Shriva, Loli, Mont, High Five even watched in. Daiko made a few jokes. And all of you guys, you're always so appreciated. And I'm always happy to make a stream with you guys. And definitely the next stream will be cool as well. I'm planning a stream for next week. Will definitely be a cool stream as well. Do you still want to do a little bit of PvP? I mean, we don't have a lot. We can do some things in PvP, but I don't think. Can we do a proper team right now? We have LFA homeowner and we have this here. We don't need this team anymore. Let's build one PvP team. Come on, guys, we build a PvP team. We have this. We have this. Those are our homeowners. Those definitely stay in. Then we take a small Ferrokin Vessar, and we have no core equipped on our Ferrokin Vessar. That's bad. Oh, we can't equip a core on our Ferrokin Vessar. Ah, okay, makes more sense. Campaign 1 fight. You won't like it. The stage I'm at in campaign is real cancer, man. It's real cancer. So what do? We definitely want some CC, so we go Receptor here. Receptor feels like a decent choice. Let's do that. Speed attack is alright. We have the extra speed, full speed with that. That's good, and I think damage reduction is alright as well. So now it's the decision of going into the front row and do some burst. I think some burst is cool, guys. I think some burst is cool. We will just set a team in there, but I don't think we will be very successful. Speed is king in PvP, so we go speed, then we take unbending. We don't really need a Rerolling, we can use this, and I think melodic on all of Snow Hearts on all of them is quite alright. And beyond that, that's a speed attack stone, that's an attack stone, we don't want that one, we want the speed HP stone. Save all that, and I think we are good at this point, aren't we? We can try this. I think this is alright. Now we need someone to demolish. That's a Transcendence help team. Do we have somebody that has no Transcendence help team? We can demolish Steven. Is there somebody that deserves it? Oh, we can't. We can go into Daiko. That's a team that's basically pretty bad for us. Daiko has set up. He set up Panda team. I mean, Panda team will be super hard to deal with for us. Let's do it. Let's try it. We fight Daiko's second team. Okay, I would have thought that this was harder, but I don't know if it's even properly set up, to be honest. The first hit was quite insane. Let's have a look at this. We sniped one of the pandas. Our LFA opposing the enemy enemy Sherlock is of course not perfect, because we get this all this stuff reflected back. And we haven't actually switched the stance. I put him in slot 1 actually to switch the stance, but the damage is quite good. The damage is quite good. What do we have here? That's the Transcendence help team, can't fight this. CTV, no, we don't fight CTV, that would be mean. Who is this guy? No purchasing from core. Actually has a pretty similar team set up as we. Yeah, we can fight this guy. Let's fight this guy. Whoever that would be. Their team is on us. Yeah, we have quite a lot of difference there. The first back row hit is quite insane though. And you can definitely get some kills with that. The best thing about it is that core is no longer really, crowns are no longer that much in the meta, so you can actually deal some damage. Again, with super high damage here, but I think we should look for somebody stronger. I don't want to go into the clan list though, that would be quite mean. What's this? Destroyed PC, I wrote it. That's nice, mate. Steal. All these Utopia guys have those Transcendence help teams set up. That doesn't help us. We need somebody to fight. OP Hyde. Man, this guy does have a lot of spiritual essence. That's quite insane. Who the hell is this? Some global guy. And Pillars guy also. It's always better to do PvP testing when it's when the Transcendence quest is live. It's like completely useless. Like you won't find anybody with a decent team. That's a decent team. 122 million, guys. Of course that's CCL, but that is a nice one. Does our team currently have 144 million power? I'm not even sure. Ah, look at this. Double CC'd. Our heroes here at the front get totally squashed. Then again, that's Woodwork's team with a Starwing Jara core. It's a quite mean one, I have to say. And our positioning is horrible against him. Look at this. 140. Does it have 142 million? That's not. Oh, it's. No, we did another fight. It's actually. It's actually not very much for me, to be honest. I can reach like 155, 160 if I put the mats on the proper heroes. It's actually a lot more possible. This does look better. But the moment this guy gets CC'd, he's done. Like, at the beginning, this looked very good. And then he got CC'd. Yeah, Mont, I removed you from my friend list because you're now in my clan. Clan people don't get to be in my friend list. That's like the rule here. Because I don't really want to give this place to people that can fight me or send me messages over the clan list. Doesn't really have a lot of use. The counterattacks are really the best part, I think. In PvP it's quite different. In PvP his behavior is quite different than in PvE. This is really interesting, because you want to play him two completely different ways in PvP and PvE. That's insane. Because in PvP, if I look at the counterattacks, they are much more impactful than his actual attacks. So that's quite different. In PvE we had the tactic of stalling the fight in most scenarios and then building up the awakening energy to do big actives on like turn 5 or 6. And now here it's a little bit different. I think front row is still the place for him. Front row seems very much the place for him. Let's try against Woodworks, because Woodworks has a very great team. And let's try it, but we will change this. We will put him into the back row and start with his offensive stance, because we are having a very offensive lineup here at this point. Let's search for Woodworks again. And by the way, Woodworks pretty strong dude. I would poach him every day. Just kidding. Don't want to worry, Utopia people. I'm VIP 13 actually. I'm VIP 30. So now we are slowed. Wasn't bad as well. I mean, we immediately took out his Rerolling. I wonder if we can get some more impact here. But yeah, now we are slower and we're getting squashed. So like with the counterattacks it felt better. So we basically take out a Rerolling with the hits alone. Which is pretty cool, honestly. But in the back row you really want those actives. And now we have some counterattacks. I mean, he isn't bad in PvP. I kind of like it. Utopia is the merge of Equilibrium and Paragon. No destroyed PC. Sadly you cannot, because I'm not the clan leader actually, to be honest. Counter and Chase are basically both rather insane here. I want to do a few more fights against Woodworks. I think those are very interesting. Gives me a lot more energy, by the way, to look at this, because those fights are always a little bit different. Have you seen this? Aspen? All his charges, this Aspen in the front row has no more unbending will. The unbending will of this Aspen is gone. We took all of the charges away and now he's dead. Died to a counterattack. He just used up all charges of this Aspen and then slaughtered him. And now this is basically done, or would have been done if we got one more chase. That's insane. That's insane. Actually, he is pretty good in PvP. He's a lot better in PvP than I would have thought. Have you seen that? Look at that! Look at that! Look at that! That was insane. That was insane, like basically taking the entire front row. He just took out the entire front row. That's insane. Oh, Howard, you're in Utopia? I have been in Paragon, so if I didn't join Omega Project like 2 weeks or something before the merge, I would actually be in Utopia now too. In Star Expedition, I don't think he can outdamage the other people in Star Expedition. And also it would be bloody annoying. Honestly, it would be bloody annoying. Imagine you have a hero in there that can do like 20% of his damage, you can do like 100% of his damage or 20% of his damage, and then you additionally have crit RNG. How bloody annoying would that be? You can deal like, what, I don't know, 200 million, or you can deal like 2 trillion, and it's from the same hero. Bloody hell, that would be annoying. But it's really RNG, and that part I don't like. That is the part I don't like, because you could absolutely get 5 chases on the first attack, and if you get 5 chases on the first attack, an enemy hero dies, and you won't have any problems. But if you don't get 5 chases, and you get like 2, there is really not a whole lot you can do about it. That would be annoying. But I'm surprised how good this team really performs. I might have to test it against some real teams. No, I said some real teams. This is a real team. This is a really good team as well. I mean, what I meant by real was like teams with 160, 170 million strength, something like that. Because we still have a strength advantage here, and this is, by the way, what I meant with RNG. Have you seen that? We just got crushed. We just got crushed. There's some crazy new Star Expedition lineups doing insane damage. Rerolling, does your clan usually kill the last boss live, or still have a couple left? Still have a couple left. The problem with the Star Expedition boss is he scales his life enormously towards the end. That means, like, towards the last, we nearly killed his main homeowner SFX. Insane. Towards the last fights, this actually gets a lot more. I think we were at 14, 13 or something. Something around that. Utopia is so strict. One of the Utopia guild removed me for PMR. What is PMR? Can we recognize as lo-fi as keeping up? Not really. I mean, like, a bit. Thanks for joining, Sriva. That's very nice that you were here. Makes me quite happy. So now we just attack one enemy. I don't know what PMR is, Matt. No idea. But I mean, our win rate isn't too great. I probably would not want to use him in PvP. I mean, like, you can't rely on him, that's the problem. We have one fight that is pretty great, and then there is another fight and we barely do anything. And that's a joke. I mean, like, did we ever get an attempt so great that we basically slaughtered, let's say, that SFX, for example? No. Somehow we didn't, and I don't really understand it. And it's actually random who we attack with our first active. And depending on that, it really goes either one way or the other. Probably, if we can change it back. If we put him back in the front row, that's probably way more reliable, like this. Why don't you get the core? I can't get the core, man. We are still in no purchasing. If you check my last video, I made 2 videos on the no purchasing movement. We are still protesting the price raises by DH, so there is actually no way for me to get the core, because at this moment I can't spend money on the game. Taunting enemy SFX is suicide. Yeah, he has a little bit of the advantage here that he actually... He doesn't counterattack if he's CC'd. It's like the same that we notice in PvP. But it's not every CC. That's really strange. I mean, like, if he's horrified, he still counterattacks, and if he's like CC'd with Petrify or Petrify Rocklock, then he doesn't counterattack. That's so weird. That's so weird, really. I mean, like, yeah, of course, you could run control immunity on him. But do you really want to? That is the question. I don't like the fact that he doesn't counterattack when he's CC'd. Because usually heroes do. Like, Holmes, for example, still uses his passive skill when he is CC'd, and this is a passive skill. He should use that unless the control effect that actually controls him does block passive skills, and this is only the case for Doves. Doves actually block passive skills, but everything else not. And the Horrify, he was just horrified and still counterattacked. So obviously seems to work. And now he's not horrified, but he's horrified and rock locked, and therefore does not counterattack. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. It seems like that some CC effects work on him, some CC effects don't. I think this will be a prime example of bugs. What are requirements for a mega project? Like 150 million CCL, probably like 300 million Guild War, and being a very successful player in general, I think. Barry is not an Omega project. Barry is in District Omega. That's not actually the same clan. It's the same alliance, but not the same clan. Painfully mediocre remonstrance. Nice, Lockcraft. It's 1:30 AM for me. Was great catching the stream. Amazing content. Happy that you are here, old boy. I think then, considering it's 1:30 AM for you, the other time I made today was probably a bit better than the time back. Soft CC versus hard CC, yeah, but the game usually doesn't make the difference. I can make a fourth trend. Should I be Jara or Mockman? I have SFX, SQH, Falcon Vesa. Should I swap someone? Probably not swapping. You should consider, though, ask yourself, do you have demon belts? If you have demon belts, it might be better to build a Starwing Jara. If you don't have demon belts but have a very strong SFX, it might be better to actually build an Aspen. And if none of this is the case and you don't have demon belts, you don't have anything, maybe even consider building an S model to buff your SFX. You mean a VIP 13 whale to join Omega Project? Basically, yes. Yeah. Holmes has not counter-attacked, only assist. Even LOKB cannot counter-attacking in hard CC. Yeah, this is really the question. I mean, it's like a skill effect. We have to test it, but we have to see how it works out in the end. Barry scam vibes on event, no except invite to friend, B and fights. Barry actually uses a macro to accept friend requests for help. You just send him a lot of friend requests and try it then. If you send him a friend request and then wait for a few hours, it might just be that he accepted you in the meantime and already deleted you again. Because it's a macro, it doesn't care if you've really attacked or not, it just accepts you and deletes you after a certain time. So that's definitely something to keep in mind. Okay, guys, let's... he's still main homeowner. You are VIP 13, so can join Omega. I think you are the exception, Get Money. We could take you like as a cheerleader or something, but you would have to make wear very short clothes and probably take quite the abuse from Donkey and Franco. If you're okay with that, I mean, I can talk to Jesus. That would be something. Would be a possibility. But yeah, guys. So, we've taken quite a big look at this hero. I want to give you guys a verdict, basically, to take home. Yeah, a mascot, basically, Get Money. I'm going to give you guys a verdict to take home. I was surprised in many ways by this hero. We did the analysis of his skills. And we found out a lot of things already before. Some things that would be good. Some things that are now surprisingly good. For PvP, I definitely have to say his counterattacks are a very big deal. If he really gets attacked, then those counterattacks can absolutely go ham on the enemy. And this will really help. One thing I didn't like is his taunt doesn't seem very reliable for the chance we actually have to inflict it. I'm I mean, it's like on the basic skill. Where is it even? I lost the taunt. There was taunt. There is taunt. On the active skill. 70% chance. And I mean, like, it doesn't really feel like 70% chance, let's be honest. For that, I think if we had more reliable taunt, it would probably work a little bit better with the counterattacks. But it's still a very decent hero. One thing to keep in mind, though, he brings a lot of RNG to the table. His chase mechanic that we see right here can attack up to 50 times. Up to 5 times, not up to 50 times, with a 50% chance. And you basically have one end of the damage where it's rather low. If you only chase like 1 time, that's like not a whole lot. And if you attack 5 times, that's a crap ton of damage. So it can be really good and really bad. And probably, as I said, in a scenario like IDA, I would always expect the bad end of his RNG, and then he's not that good with this Star Descending part, at least. But I think the part that you might really want to build a skill around is like maybe the first burst, some of the chases can be good, and then mainly around his counterattacks. His counterattacks, where is it? Not the awakening energy, the ascending energy. Didn't they describe it? Energy? There it is. The ascending energy. Basically, his counterattacks, those are really strong, and those get a lot stronger even when you upgrade him a bit. So this can definitely help, and this is definitely the part that you want to use for PvP. Which also means to get ascending energy, basically you want the star ascending stance to be active once you do your first active in the fight, and to have the star ascending stance active, you basically want to put him in the back row. So that's something to keep in mind. For PvE, you can either go with a burst comp and put him in the front row, or you go with the more different other way around. I'm confused, guys. I'm sorry. If he's in the front line against star ascending. Okay, so for PvP, you basically want him in the front line, and for PvE, you change it around. Either you go with burst, then you want him in the back row first. That's just working in some stages for us. Or you build up his awakening energy by putting him in the front row, letting him survive a few turns, using what helped us a lot, basically the balance strike to keep him alive 4 or 5 turns, and then get off his active and really hit all those enemies that have the Omen of Rift on them and do a truck ton of damage. So that's basically it. You can expect my video in the next few days. I need some time to actually cut all the things, record some more footage, and then I will give you a more deeply thought over verdict of all his skills, and will be a pretty good video. In general, he is worth building. He just has no particular priority to be built. That's basically what you need to know about it. So with that, heading out for lunch. Thanks for the stream. Keep up awesome work. Have a great day, my man. Get money right, Myrick. Always happy to see you here. Yeah, this call will definitely be fun. I will put those parts of his skill in the review as well. And I saw a question if I would put him in the Trial of Champions lineup. Let's do that right now. Let's put all of my Transcendence heroes in the Trial of Champion lineup. Bam, bam. Let's put him in the main team. Like this. You can do like this. So, we've basically set up everything now. You can see I'm in the Trial of Champion now. All the heroes in there. If you find me, fight me, and hopefully beat me. I will try to push down there every now and then. And with that, guys, I would like to end the stream. You have been a wonderful bunch. We had a nice, wonderful stream today. I had a lot of fun. I hope you guys had a lot of fun too. And with that, I wish you a great day, a great weekend. And we will see us in the next one, hopefully next week.